Stick back out on the play. All a shot save. Pasternak scores! David Pasternak!
At home.
Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and we are live at NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas, for Week 12 between the 6-4 Houston Texans and the 7-3 Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston embarrassed Jacksonville in Week 3, but this is a brand new Jaguars team. We are looking at a team that has now won 6 of their last 7 games, and they have not lost a road game since the divisional round of the playoffs last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, messy hair. I feel like I just got out of bed. I forgot to put on my contacts, but doesn't matter. We are still in for a fantastic matchup here this afternoon. Week 12, Jaguars-Texans winner takes the AFC South lead. How's it going, Kyle, John, everyone else? Hope you guys enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Let's get into our starting lineups. ETN and Dearness Johnson will continue to be the 1-2 back for Jacksonville today. Zay Jones questionable with the knee injury. He played last week and he had quite a few receptions. Calvin Ridley coming off his 2-touchdown performance as well, with Parker Washington back into the lineup. Jamal Agnew on IR. Take a look at the Jaguars' offensive line. We might see Cleveland making his debut today. Walker Little could be switching from the right side, be switching to the right side of the defensive line. Quick look at the Jaguars' defense. They're still going to be without Tyson Campbell, but Andre Cisco and Williams are both healthy in the lineup today. So we'll see what they'll do. And secondary and linebacker core for Jacksonville looking very good. Houston, C.J. Stroud, obviously the star rookie quarterback for the Texans. He's doing pretty good this year. No Dameon Pierce. Devin Singletary will be the running back for Houston. Tank Dell, Noah Brown, Nico Collins will be the 3 main wide receivers, but Robert Woods and John Mechie. We are set for kickoff here in Houston. Here is the touchback by the Texans as Brandon McManus kicks it out of bounds. Houston at home in their red uniforms with red pants and red helmets. Jacksonville road whites with black pants. Massive game for the AFC South. Missouri with a big win against Arkansas on Friday. I saw big college football weekend. It was rivalry weekend. Michigan beat Ohio State. A lot of crazy matchups this weekend across football in general. We already have 4 games underneath our belt. Recapping all that and more at halftime. But Stroud, 1st and 10, play action, steps up, fires, passes caught down at the 40-yard line, and Tank Dell, his first grab of the game. He had a massive catch in the second quarter against Jacksonville in Week 3 that really set the tempo for this offense. He's going up against Dominic Brown, and he is going to be taking advantage of that matchup all day long. They might have to put Williams or Cisco on Dell really quick. 1st and 10 at the 40. Fake it to Singletary. Stroud rolls up to the right. Low throw. Pass is caught. Andrew Beck, the fullback with the grab. 2nd and 9 coming up. Beck had that kick return touchdown against Jacksonville back in Week 3 as well. Quickly take a look at the Texans offense. They have Pierce in at running back, but Singletary has had the first 2 and now 3 snaps of this ball game. Beck in motion. Stroud takes the handoff. Handoff goes to Singletary, and Singletary is wrapped up immediately by Devin Lloyd, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Utah. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Texans, maybe 3rd and 9 if they're generous. Roy Robertson Harris the main man on the defensive line for the Jaguars, and then Alua Khan in the linebacking core, leading tackler on this Jags team, along with Lloyd Muma and Trayvon Walker. And I know it's Alua Khan now. No longer will I be calling him Okun. It's Alua Khan. I really practiced it, and now it's rolling off the tongue much more fluently. 3rd down and 9. Stroud high snap. Stroud rolls out, spins around in the pocket. Josh Allen can't bring him down. Stroud pointing, directing traffic, keeping the play alive with his feet. He's getting knocked out of bounds. 4th and 4 coming up for Houston, and they will punt. Well, nice play there by Stroud, able to keep the play alive. Trayvon Walker working against Titus Howard, and then Josh Allen almost got around Laramie Tunzel and almost got his sack. He did not, and instead we will get a 4th down play for the Texans. So Texans are going to be without kicker Kareem Fairbairn, so Matt Amendola is going to be doing the booting or doing the kicking, but for the punter, it is Cameron Johnston, former Eagle, his 2nd season with Houston. 4th and 4 here, and it looks like Houston's gonna they're gonna fake the punt under center. 4 seconds, 3 seconds left on the play clock. I think they just try to draw Jacksonville offsides. Was number 30. What a weird setup that was. And flag is down. Houston's just going to take the delay game. Trying to draw Jacksonville offside. Ready to take the snap was DeAndre Houston Carson, the free safety, former Chicago Bear. He was under center. 4th and 9. Now they're going to punt it with Johnston for real. Parker Washington is back to receive it for Jacksonville. Johnston, a good boot from right to left. This one is going to be fair caught at the 12 by Parker Washington. And so we're going to see Trevor Lawrence with 11:48 to go in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere. Jaguars, Texans, 0-0. So Houston punts on their opening drive. And we're going to get to see what Lawrence can do. Lawrence coming off a 4-touchdown performance. More on that when we come back from commercial break. During halftime, stick around. We'll be recapping all the games from Thursday and Friday of this week. We'll probably be doing a grid. And then I'll probably be done with that. I might actually also put on my contacts during halftime. But regardless, let's go take a look at the other NFL scores. Right now, as we are just getting underway here in Jacksonville, it doesn't look like anyone has scored yet. Currently on, Steelers, Bengals, Giants, Patriots, Colts, Bucks, Saints, Falcons, and Panthers, Titans with the 4 o'clock games. 4 of them, actually. Rams, Cardinals, Broncos, Browns, Chiefs, Raiders, and Bills, Eagles. And, of course, Sunday night game, Ravens, Chargers. The Monday night game tomorrow is Vikings, Bears. And then, of course, we have the Thursday night game, Packers, Lions on Thanksgiving. Green Bay won that one 29-22. Cowboys beat the Commanders 45-10. Niners took care of the Seahawks 31-13. And, of course, Black Friday game, Dolphins defeating the Jets 34-13. And what was a game that featured a pick six by Javon Holland. So, very crazy stuff there. And they quickly had to get the field from New York Jets stuff to Giants stuff as, of course, the Giants are at home today against New England. I know I got some people upstairs watching that game, so if I get any updates from that, I'll let you know. Along with updates from the rest of the games around the NFL. During these commercial breaks, we are just about to head back into NRG Stadium, though. First drive of the game for Jacksonville. 11:48 to go first quarter. Houston, after a couple of nice plays, that throw to Tank Dell was great by Stroud, but They do end up stalling and punting. Jacksonville now has it after the fair catch by Parker Washington. 1st and 10. Lawrence, inside handoff. ETN bounces out to the left side. ETN is going to pick up a gain of about 5 down to the 19. It's going to be 2nd down and medium coming up here for Jacksonville. Let's take a look at Lawrence. 4 touchdown performance, 2 rushing, 2 passing. Again, the first Jaguars player in history to record that statistic this season. 11 passing touchdowns, 6 picks, 2,382 passing yards. He started off slow, but he's beginning to pick up at the right time. At the 19, it's 2nd and 4. Lawrence fires down the middle, wide open Evan Ingram, and Ingram down to the 40-yard line. First down of the game for Jacksonville. Ingram able to get open there. Remember, in Week 12, he does not have a receiving touchdown yet, which is utterly crazy. But he is able to get the catch. 1st down, Jacksonville now at the 39 of Houston. Inside handoff, ETN 2nd carry of the game. He's going to rumble forward down to the 43, make it 2nd and 7. Coming up here for Jacksonville. Let's take a look at this offense. Walker Little still in at left guard. Luke Fortner still the center. Brandon Sheriff at right guard. Antonio Harrison and Cam Robinson, the left and right tackles. Ridley Kirk, Zay Jones is active today, so it remains the only key inactive for Jacksonville will be Agnew and Campbell on the defensive side of things. Sheriff shouts out the audibles to Lawrence. Here's the snap, 2nd and 7. Handoff goes. ETN will get a gain of a yard. 3rd and 6 coming up on ETN's 3rd carry. Like Cashman, former Jet, in on the tackle. Let's take a look at this Texans defense. Willie Anderson, the rookie defensive end, 3rd overall. Also Henry Oto and Derek Stingley healthy. He missed Week 3's matchup. He's going to be alongside Steven Nelson today. Nelson will have a fantastic Week 4 performance against Pittsburgh. Kirk in motion from left to right. 3rd down and 6. Lawrence takes the snap. Lawrence going to fire to the left side. Pass is caught. And a nice catch there by Zay Jones. 1st down. A gain of about 9 there. Good throw from Lawrence. He is able to complete his first 2. First to Ingram, now to Jones. Both going 1st downs. On Stingley. Nice cut in route to the right side. And a great diving catch by Zay Jones. You have to keep the chains moving on the 3rd and 6 conversion. Lawrence already has 31 passing yards on the day. Kirk in motion. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Handoff goes. ETN is immediately wrapped up in a loss of 1. And getting the tackle there. I believe as a secondary. Yes, the strong safety, Jalen Peary, with the tackle there. It's going to be 2nd down 11. Jacksonville's offense ranks halfway through the league, 16th total, 16th passing, 17th rushing. It has been their defense that has kept them in a lot of these games down the stretch, and perhaps why they've won some of these games. Of course, winning 6 of their last 7, Jacksonville, after starting the season 1-2. Here's Lawrence in shotgun. Dearness Johnson, his first snap of the game. And Lawrence overthrows Calvin Ridley. It's going to be 3rd and 11. So Lawrence now 2 for 3 passing, and Nelson covering Ridley. It's going to be 3rd down 11 here for Jacksonville. Swarm, Texans swarm, the chant from the crowd. 8th play of the drive. Drive's already gone almost 4 minutes. Exactly 8 minutes to go in the first quarter here in NRG Stadium. Lawrence empty backfield, 3rd and 11. He's going to throw. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence now takes the snap with 2. Lawrence drops back, fires down the middle. What a catch. Christian Kirk down to the 29. Brought down the play by Thomas. That's exactly what Jacksonville needed. Lawrence, quick 2-step drop. That was about 2.5 seconds release time. Right when he plants his feet, he throws. It's a great pass. That is now 3 third down conversions for Trevor Lawrence through the air, and he has been playing spectacular. Really, since about week 8 was when he's really played well, but he has had his fair share of great performances this year. ETN takes it to the left side, breaks off a tackle. It's going to be tough to get the run game going here. A loss of 1. Texans' run defense ranks pretty highly amongst the league leaders, and their star rookie, Will Anderson, 3rd overall pick. He is probably not the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but he is certainly in the running. Here comes the 10th play of Jacksonville. They have now eaten up over 5 minutes of this clock. What a great drive by Press Taylor in this offensive unit. 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence will take the snap. Lawrence fires, pass is caught. Ingram bobbled it, and I think the referee's going to say incomplete. They will. If it was a fumble, it would have been a clear recovery by Christian Harris, the left outside linebacker, but Ingram kind of bobbled it. Yep, no clear possession before he dropped it. So it's going to be 3rd down 11. Jacksonville's converted 3 third downs through the air, and they're going to need to do it one more time right now. Third down struggles in 8+ yards. They rank last with a 7.1 completion percentage. Lawrence takes the snap on 3rd and 11, fires over to ETN. ETN gets the blocking. ETN is brought down at the 22, and that's going to make it about 4th and 3 for Jacksonville. Houston Carson with the tackle, and the question is, does Jacksonville go for it? I think they're going to take the quick 3. Good blocking by Tim Jones out in front. It's nice to see Tim Jones get more playing time now that Agnew's inactive. Here comes Brandon McManus, already 23 field goal attempts on the year. Matt Snick, the long snapper, who had a fumble recovery. He's the long snapper, and the holder, the punter, Logan Cook. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is right down the middle. 40-yard kick by McManus is good, and it is 3-0 Jacksonville. We will head to commercial break. Yeah, that's the smart thing to do if you're Jacksonville. You need to you need to get points. Though it's nice to go for it in 4th and 2 situations. Doug Peterson, notorious for not just taking the points in some cases, but had to take the points there. 3-0 Jacksonville in the first quarter. Of course, since Houston's at home, I just did the little switcheroo. Now I have the quarter all messed up. Hold on a second here. There we go. But, wow, what a first drive for the Jaguars. 11 plays. Overall, thoroughly impressed. They try to get ETN going, and he got about as much yards as he could have gotten. Houston's defense and linebacking core is going to be tough to run on. 3 third downs converted through the air. That's awesome. That really is awesome. All right. Let's take a look at some of the scores here. The Saints are up 3-0 over the Falcons. The Bucs are up 3-0 over the Colts. Panthers, Titans still 0-0. Bengals, Steelers still 0-0. And, of course, 3-0 here. Patriots, Giants. Excuse me, still 0-0. And Jacksonville up 3-0. I mean, we're just getting underway here in Houston with both teams having one drive in the books. But we got to look at this from the perspective of what a matchup. And the fact that no one expected the Texans to be in a playoff spot at this time of year. In my predicting every game video I made back in September, I had Houston going 9-8, but I thought they were going to win a lot of games later on in the year. I didn't expect them to be this competitive right out of the gate. Jacksonville's drive, 12 plays, 65 yards, 5:54 off the clock. McManus now 21 for 23 on field goal attempts this year. Really hasn't missed much since week 2 and week 3. Touchback by the Texans. Riley Patterson's doing well in Detroit, but I'm very glad that the Jaguars acquired Brandon McManus. Texans offense with more defenders than blockers in the box. They rank 11th, 5.2 rushing yards compared to weeks 1 through 9 when they only averaged 2.8 yards a carry. The emergence of Devin Singletary, and again, he is still out there. 4 first and 10, the former Buffalo Bill getting a lot of reps. Stroud, handoff to Singletary on the first play of the drive. He rips off Josh Allen's tackle. He's brought out of bounds by Brown. A flag is down after a gain of 7 by Singletary. Let's check the marker. Our first penalty of the day. It is against the Texans for holding. So it'll be 1st and 20 off the loss of 10. I think they're going to call Shaq Mason. Yep. Shaq Mason with the holding penalty on Josh Allen there. And so it'll be 1st and 20 now for the Texans. Singletary playing as receiver. Stroud takes the snap. 1st and 20. Stroud fires over the middle. Tank Dell with a nice catch down to the 24-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and long coming up here. Texans are going to have to use the short passing game to their advantage. Jacksonville does not allow a lot of stuff over the top. They're going to have to throw a lot of passes short and quick. Tank Dell already has 2 catches for 25 yards. Stroud, 26 yards passing already. 2nd and 11 here after the gain of 9 to Dell. Stroud, audibles. Takes the snap. 2-step drop. Stroud fires over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. And nearly picked off by Devin Lloyd. Lloyd's dropped a couple interceptions after having 3 his rookie year. It's already 3rd down and 11 for the Texans. Great pressure right away. Josh Allen getting the hit on Stroud. Right as Stroud released the football, and that's why it was underthrown towards Dell. And it's 3rd down and 11 now. Houston 43.8%. 7th ranked completion percent in 3rd downs is Houston's offense. Stroud under duress, scrambles out, chucks it up deep. He's got a man, and he overthrows Tank Dell, who burnt Darius Williams on the coverage. 4th and 11, and we'll see the punt from the Texans. And so Jacksonville's defense holds. Take a look at the footwork of C.J. Stroud. Does a nice job avoiding the sack there. Rolls out to the right. An overthrow to Dell. Texans go nowhere. It is a 3-and-out. Johnston, the punt. Good kick. This one's going to land at the 23. Parker Washington rips off the tackle. Washington now turns field to the 30, to the 40. And look at the rookie out of Penn State go. Pushed out of bounds at the 45. Parker Washington, his best return in the NFL this far in his career. Jacksonville still up 3-0, 4:24 to go, 1st quarter. All right, so Jacksonville will get their 2nd drive underway. Brandon McManus, by the way, who, of course, made the field goal the last time he was out. The last time he made 21 or more kicks in a season was in 2022. And he's already about to surpass, I'd imagine in terms of made field goals, he made 30 in 2015. He might get to 30. I think it was going to finish around 28, 29, which would be tied for either the third or second best career, a year of his career statistically. Now, in terms of field goal attempts and field goal percentage, this year, this is his NFL best, 90.9%. He's made all his extra points. This is the best kicking percentage he has had since 2015 and 2019. So, McManus has been a great kicker. And I don't want to compare, but we'll compare to Riley Patterson while we're still in commercial break. Now, for Patterson, he's been good. He's got a couple of game winners for the Lions. He's kicking 13 for 15, 31 to 32 on extra points. But the issue is he continues to struggle with long range kicking, only 1 for 2 there. He has a make rate of 26.7. 86.7, which is the second highest in his career. NFL scores. At the moment, we have... Hold on a second. Now my computer is not cooperating with me. The Saints are up 3-0 over the Falcons. Bucks up 3-0 over the Colts. And the rest of the game is still scoreless. Panthers, Titans, Giants, Patriots, and Bengals, Steelers are all still scoreless. As we head back to Energy Stadium, Jaguars' second drive about to get underway. 7-3 versus 6-4. Houston looking to sweep Jacksonville for what will be the first time since, 2021. Yeah, it has not been that long. Of course, they split last year. Jaguars won here in Week 17 on New Year's Day in a rout. Christian Kirk in motion. And of course, Jaguars lost to the Texans in Week 5 last year. Jacksonville. Lawrence under duress, fires and incomplete, looking for ETN. He was being brought down by Harrison Anderson, and they couldn't bring down Lawrence in time. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here. And now Cam Robinson, the left tackle for the Jaguars, is down. Cam Robinson served 4 game suspension. He has been a reliable force to this Jaguars offensive line. They're also without Cole Van Leeuwen. Robinson being checked on. We head back to commercial break. This will be a nice time to step aside for a moment. We'll get you an update on Cam Robinson when we do, but until then, we'll see you guys during the next when we resume play here in Houston. 3-0 Jacksonville's second drive of the game. Jacksonville, as we had a commercial break, Lawrence's pass intended for Kirk is incomplete. So 3rd and 10 here for Jacksonville. We are back here in Houston. Jaguars trying to avoid their first punt of the afternoon after the Cam Robinson injury. 3rd and 10 coming up here for Jacksonville. On Houston's own side of the field, they're 2 for 3 on third down conversions so far today. Houston 0 for 2 on their 2 drives that resulted in punts. ETN, the running back, shifts from right to left. Lawrence, 2 seconds left. Lawrence will throw the quick pass to ETN. He gets the blocking, and it seems that's the go-to third down play for Jacksonville. 4th and 7, good tackle, and now they will punt it away back to Houston. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter, and that was a pretty forgettable drive for the Jaguars. And again, it seems like whenever it's 3rd and long, they just throw it to ETN out of the backfield. That's good, but the issue is on 3rd down. I know you want to play safe football, but it's not smart football. You got to get down the field and try to convert some of these 3rd downs. So Logan Cook's first punt of the day. This one is going to bounce and land at the 7-yard line. There's 34 to go, first quarter, and we will have a quick 30-second commercial break, and then we'll head back to Houston's drive. Thankfully, jeez. It's sad if we had to sit through another commercial break here. So, Jacksonville, their first punt of the game. Houston's going to get back. This is their 3rd drive. You got to expect some sort of offense here from Houston. They have punted on both their drives. They went 3 and out on their last one. You got to think that this Jaguars defense is tough, and kind of just like in week 1 or in week 3 when Houston played Jacksonville. If you don't break this defense early, they're going to get hot, and they're going to stay hot the rest of the way. Cam Robinson is questionable with the knee injury for A.J. Ross, and we'll keep you updated on that. Here is Dameon Pierce in the game for the first time today, and the inside handoff goes, a gain of 2, maybe 3. I'm going to give him 2. Dameon Pierce, running back who had a fantastic rookie season last year. He was a great running back. He had a great Week 5 performance against Jacksonville last year. He got injured near the end of the season, didn't return. He's just coming off IR today. This is his first game since, I believe, Week 6 or Week 7. Here's Stroud. 2nd and 7. Takes the snap out of shotgun. Stroud pumps, rolls out to the right. Stroud's going to take off, and he is down about a yard shy of the marker. They might give him the first, depending on where they spot it. Devin Lloyd downed him first. Well, we don't really know yet, but Stroud, good pocket awareness, able to step up in the pocket, good run, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 1. So he was short. Here's the handoff, and Pierce, he doesn't get it. Looked like he was going to get it, but second effort, Jacksonville shutting the door on this Texans offense, and now they're going to mark it. Forward progress, 1st down, Texans. So with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, Houston's going to continue to move the football. Pierce with a 1st down rush, keeping the Texans' drive alive here. Houston now gets out of the huddle. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud taking the snap. Handoff goes to the right side. Pierce down to the 22-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Texans. Take a look at your scoring update in New Orleans. Saints. Oh no, Derek Carr just threw a pick 6 to Jesse Bates. 92 yards the other way. That's crazy. Falcons now lead 7-3 over the Saints. Cam Robinson, by the way, now out of the tent and is back on the sideline. 2nd down, 8. Beck in motion. Stroud Pumps. And he's sacked for the first time today. Roy Robertson Harris. As Stroud tried to roll out to the left side, he got taken down by the former Bear, Roy Robertson Harris. What a great acquisition he's been. The 2022 offseason for the Jaguars. Look at this. Good sack there, able to get around center of the line. He's able to blow by Titus Howard, and down goes Stroud. 3rd and long coming up here for the Texans offense. Last play of the first quarter, barring an incompletion. Stroud will chuck it up deep, and he's got Tank Dell, who makes an incredible catch over Darius Williams. Tank Dell. That was a masterful play by C.J. Stroud. He's a special. Both of them are special. It is incredible. Now we have a flag. It's going to be offensive pass interference on Houston. Oh, wow. So the play is going to be revoked. Tank Dell had an amazing catch on Darius Williams, but an illegal shift on Tank Dell is going to nullify the play, and now it's going to be 3rd and long once again for Houston. 4 seconds left of the first quarter. You're now looking at 3rd and 20 instead of 1st and 10 inside the Jacksonville 40. And Dell, commits the penalty there on the right side of the screen. And now we have Titus Howard, who is down for the Texans. He's coming back from an injury he suffered in training camp. Titus Howard down for Houston. Cam Robinson down for Jacksonville. The lineman injuries are unfortunately stacking up here. I think the replacement for Howard is going to be George Fanton. If Robinson isn't able to return, what they might do is they might have Tyler Shatney come in, and they might replace Robinson at left tackle. Howard slowly walking off the field with the help of the trainers. It's going to be 3rd down and 20 coming up here for Houston. Last play of the first quarter coming up here. They're going to put 11 seconds back on the clock and not 4. And so Houston will now have a 3rd and 20 to try to convert. Clock running down from 11 seconds, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, the Jaguars are up 3-0 off of Brandon McManus' field goal. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. Jacksonville up 3-0. Houston has a huge 3rd down coming right up right after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Hang on, commercial break here. Start of the second quarter here in Houston. 3-0 Jacksonville off the field goal from Brandon McManus on the Jaguars' opening drive of the game. We have seen 2 punts since. Cam Robinson, who injured his ankle, he is in tears on the sidelines. I would not be shocked if he does not return with that reaction. Sitting down on the bench currently, 3rd and 20 for Houston. From their own 9. Stroud throws a quick screen. Nico Collins' first catch of the game, and Collins gets blockers and a nice run up to the 24-yard line. It'll be about 4th and 7, and we'll see the Cameron Johnston punt. At least they give Johnston way more breathing room. And so Houston goes 3 and out. That huge play by Tank Dell at the end of the first quarter got nullified as he was called for an illegal shift penalty. And so instead, we have a 4th and 6 punt from Cameron Johnston. 3 drives, 3 punts for the Texans here at home. Here's Parker Washington. He's going to fair catch this one down at the 32. And so this is where Jacksonville's 4th drive will begin. Let's take a look at the Texans on Tuesday. Texans care. All the players stop by and doing wonders around the Houston community. Celebrating in the hospital with patients and whatnot. Tyus Howard, the other main injury we had here for the offensive line for the Texans, he is being carted off the field. Just like Cam Robinson, his day is likely over. Here's the handoff. ETN on the opening drive of the opening play of the drive in a gain of 3. Tyus Howard walking down the tunnel, or riding down the tunnel, I should say. Colts Bucks update. Jonathan Taylor scores. That gives me fantasy points. 10-3 Indianapolis. 2nd down and 7 here for Jacksonville. ETN will remain the running back. Lawrence, they only really use Dearness Johnson when it's 3rd down anyways. 2nd and 7 to shotgun Lawrence. Dearness Johnson's actually out there in motion from left to right. And Lawrence fires. Pass is caught. ETN is going to be wrapped up after a gain of 6. 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Jaguars. And I think they're going to try to quickly go back to the line. Brought down by Christian Harris. Or are they going to mark it 1st down for Jacksonville? Nope, they will mark it 3rd down and 1. ETN now on the sidelines. I think this is a good inside handoff up the middle to Dearness Johnson. I think that's what the play call should be. Lawrence instead now going up to the line of scrimmage, trying to audible the play in shotgun. 1 second left on the play clock. Here's the handoff. Johnson up the middle in a gain of 2. And, they don't call me a genius like they call Tony Romo a genius for knowing exactly what they were going to do. But yeah, good handoff by Lawrence. Good move there by Johnson, able to find the hole. And now we have Tank Bigsby in the game. So the rookie out of Auburn, he's going to get his first snap. Zira Cleveland is also now in the game. So right now they have Blake Hentz warming up on the sidelines as well. So Jaguars offensive line got a little shifted. Here's the handoff. Bigsby is first carry down in midfield. It's going to be 2nd down and 4 coming up for Jacksonville. So now they have Walker Little at left tackle, Cleveland in at left guard. The fact that Cleveland wasn't in left guard to begin with was kind of ridiculous. I mean, they did acquire him at the trade deadline. I would hope they would use him. Walker Little's kind of too good to bench per se, but they're showing that there with Cleveland the right side and Walker the left side on the left side of the snap. Lawrence 2nd and 4 fakes it to Johnson, and Johnson makes the catch off the play-action play. He gets blockers out in front. Dearness Johnson down to the 8-yard line. What a beautiful catch and run. Harris brings him down. Oh my. Play-action beauty from Trevor Lawrence, and that's what he does best. We always say play action's Lawrence's best type of throw. But that's when he throws deep. Instead, he just chucks it down to Dearness Johnson, and he's able to get blockers in front, and he's again brought down inside the 10. An explosive play by Dearness Johnson. He stays in there. First and goal. Here's the handoff down to the 5-yard line, and it's going to be second down and goal from the 5 with about 10.5 to go. They were checking on ETN. It looked like his chest area on the sidelines, but now they're going to substitute ETN for Johnson. Second and goal. I would like to see Lawrence passing touchdown here because, again, I really feel like that number needs to go up. He has obviously not been terrible, and as long as he doesn't turn over the ball, I really don't care. But I'd like to see him get his 12th touchdown of the season right here. Kirk in motion, second and goal. Instead, the inside handoff to ETN, and a flag is down as he got stopped immediately. Brought down by Pay and Anderson there. It's going to be allegedly third down. Let's check the flag. And there is a legal shift on Jacksonville. They're going to call Christian Kirk with the penalty. Penalty declined. Houston's going to take it third and goal instead of second and goal from the longer distance out. Third down and goal. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Trevor at the 5 with ETN to his right. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence takes the snap. Lawrence pumps, fires for the end zone. Pass is broken up. Looking for Ridley, knocked away. And what a great pass breakup by Houston Carson. There is a flag down, however. A flag through, and is this going to be pass interference on the Texans? Ooh, they might call pass interference on the Texans, and they do. So the drive stays alive for the Jaguars. Houston Carson, the man who had the deflected pass, he just got called for pass interference. Whoa. And right there, a little contact with Zay Jones. Yeah, I want to see a different camera angle of it. But close call nonetheless. First and goal now. Jacksonville gets a fresh set of downs. What's up, Brendan? I hope you're enjoying your Giants game right now. First and goal to go. Lawrence under center at the 1. Here's the QB sneak. Lawrence dives. He is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 rushing touchdowns in 2 weeks for Trevor, and it's 9-0 Jaguars. He did what he did in the 2-point conversion against the Chargers in the wildcard game. Takes the snap, reach out, and get that ball over the pylon. Nice job by Lawrence. And the spike afterwards. Another offensive clinic by this Jaguars offense. Here's McManus. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. It is 10-0 Jacksonville. They did not come to mess around against Houston this time. They want to show that they are legit, and that is exactly what they are showing today. 10-0 Jacksonville, 9:43 to go. Houston's got to respond quick before the half. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Jags up 10. Back from commercial break here in Houston, a 1-yard QB sneak touchdown by Trevor Lawrence puts the Jaguars up double digits on the road. Here's the touchback. And that's a 25, goes C.J. Stroud. Titus Howard with the knee injury. His return is currently questionable. He got carted off. And Houston is now going to have George Fant at that right tackle position. Glad to have you on board with us here on Fletcher Sports Zone. Jaguars, Texans. Winner takes the AFC South lead. Houston now in a 10-point hold with these beautiful red jerseys and red helmets. But the guy got points on the board. Make it a one-possession game. Under center, fakes it to Singletary. Stroud steps up in the pocket, fires wide open at midfield, and brought down immediately. Tank Dell brought down by Cisco, and it's 1st and 10 for the Texans. What a nice throw, what a nice catch. It's actually going to be, I believe, Robert Woods on the catch. My apologies. Yes, it will be Robert Woods. Sticking in the AFC South, got released by the Titans, signed a 1-year prove-it deal with the Texans. And he's performed well as this wide receiver 3 for this group. It's the first play in opponent territory today for Houston, finally passing midfield for the first time with the 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Stroud on 1st and 10, under immediate duress. Stroud, he's going to just take off and run, and Stroud, he's going to be brought down by Josh Allen after a gain of about 7. Make it 2nd and 3 here for the Texans. And while they needed a spark, and that catch by Robert Woods was their spark. Jake Browning in his first career start. Drew Sample, touchdown Bengals. No way. The Bengals are going to beat the Steelers? That is crazy. Maybe they're up 7-3 at home. I guess firing Matt Canada ain't going to help out the Steelers much. Schultz in motion, 2nd and 2. Stroud takes the snap, throws the quick screen. Here's Singletary. Nice catching and running. Singletary busting free down to the 8. 1st and goal to go for Houston. Yep, now Houston's fired up. They got punched in the mouth. They want to throw a mean right hook right back. This is in Texas after all. Everything's supposed to be bigger down here. I guess screen passes are something. Here is nice dump off. Singletary able to make a couple of nice moves. Darius Williams couldn't get the tackle. Lucan finally caught him. But not until Houston is at the 8-yard line. Woods in motion. 1st and goal. Stroud knocking on the door at 100 passing yards on the day. Handoff goes. Singletary down to the 7. Houston has driven down the field in 4 plays. Huge connection to Woods, huge connection to Singletary. When trailing this season, Stroud has not thrown an interception. He's thrown 10 touchdowns to no picks. When trailing in a game, he has slowly, I shouldn't even say slowly, he has quickly, rather, gained that clutch gene across the National Football League. We saw that against the Bengals a few weeks back. Stroud 2nd and goal. Stroud rolling out. Now he's got to circle back under immediate pressure by Ledbetter. Throws for the end zone, and Tank Dell is there. Touchdown, Houston. And they pull him within 4. Tank Dell, rookie to rookie. It's tough to stop. Houston quickly driving down the field and responding. That was one heck of a drive. One heck of a drive, and Tank Dell has his 7th touchdown of the season. He's going to go in motion from right to left, and then he's going to make a little curl route. Gets wide open. I mean, you either had to cover Tank Dell or cover Dalton Schultz. Both men were pretty wide open, so you kind of had to sacrifice one. Personally, I would have covered Dell and kept Schultz open, but what an impressive touchdown by Stroud. So that's now 11 touchdowns on the year when trailing. Super impressive stuff from Stroud. Here's Matthew Amendola for the extra point. Longtime New York Jet kicker back in 2020, and he makes the extra point. It's 10-7. He played on the Jets. He played on the Chiefs. Texans, I believe, is the third team he's made the active roster for at least. And he fires his 7th touchdown of the season to Tank Dell. 10-7, Houston. Right back in this one. Yeah, I knew Houston wasn't going to stay dead forever. I knew that on a bet. Take a look at other scores around the National Football League. To the shock of no one, the Patriots and the Giants are still tied at 0. Good Lord, I wonder if Bailey Zappe's in the game yet. Falcons up 7-6 over the Saints off the pick 6 from Jesse Bates. Titans up 7-3 over the Panthers. Colts up 17-3 over the Bucks. Bengals up 7-3 over the Steelers, as we mentioned, the Drew Sample touchdown. Is Jonathan Taylor getting me a lot of fantasy points right now for the Colts? I think he is. Minshew for the rushing touchdown. Awesome. As a Jaguar fan, obviously I do have a soft spot for Gardner Minshew. So whenever the Colts kind of win, I'm rooting for a divisional opponent. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I love Gardner Minshew. He did a lot for this Jaguars team. I still wish he was our backup. With all due respect to Nathan Rourke and CJ Beathard, I wish Minshew stayed. I wish we didn't have that. Either Lawrence is starting week 1 or Minshew was starting week 1, and we are going to cut Minshew or whatever. I'm like, no, come on. That was ridiculous. That whole thing was screwed up by management. Minshew should still be on the Jags, but whatever. I'm glad he's getting opportunities to start elsewhere, though, as he should. He deserves it. I woke up very tired this morning, so I felt like in the first quarter, felt like my commentary was kind of dragging along. I won't say what time I went to bed last night, but let's just say it was AM hours, and I've been up ever since 9 o'clock, and no matter the lack of sleep, I'm still going to be broadcasting. The goal is every single Jaguar game. That's the goal for this year. Obviously, Christmas Eve, the game against Tampa Bay is going to be a little tough. I think the game against Carolina right before New Year's. If I'm ever going to miss one game this year, it will be on Christmas Eve against the Bucs. But since it is a 4 o'clock game, my hope is that if I spend, as the kickoff goes for a touchback, right? If I spend a lot of time with my family beforehand, we can broadcast that, and then I can spend the rest of the night with them. Even on Christmas Eve, I'm gonna want to watch my Jaguars play and watch football. Although, okay, spoiler for those who are currently in the chat. This will be a little update for you. I came up with an idea this morning, something I have not done yet in my 4 years of broadcasting on social media. I want to make a Christmas intro. So, spoiler alert, I will be working on that this week. I think I'm going to debut it next Monday for the Bengals Monday night game. As here's the flag and false start against Jacksonville, 1st and 15 coming up. And that reminds me, the next time we're going to be broadcasting a game, oh my God, Monday Night Football. Really unfortunate Joe Burrow's hurt, but if the Bengals win today, it shows that they can win with Jake Browning. So, what the heck? We're going to roll with it. I cannot wait for next Monday, though. Jaguars, Bengals, back in Everbank Field. I almost said TII Bank. They changed the naming again. Really excited for next week's broadcast. Ingram in motion, 1st 15, first play of the drive for Jacksonville. They fake it to Johnson. Lawrence off play action. Wide open, Luke Farrell. Inside the 40, past midfield, Luke Farrell powering his way down to the 33. What a catch and run! Luke Farrell, who has slowly but surely taken the number 2 tight end spot away from Brenton Strange. Wow! Look at this. Ingram with the extra push. That's the definition of pushing the pile over, like what the Patriots did with LeGarrette Blount back in the day. Oh my goodness, Johnson stays out there, although Etienne had a smile on the sidelines. Here's the handoff to the right side, Dearness Johnson down to the 34-yard line. Now I'm going to say, for whatever reason, if Travis Etienne gets hurt, I would pick up Dearness Johnson in fantasy. I'll just put my 2 cents in. Clearly going to be starting over Tank Bigsby. Don't even bother with Tank Bigsby. He's terrible. At least in fantasy. He's getting a little bit better. As you see, 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and he's only got 1 carry on the day. Look at the Texans mascot. He's trying to fire up the crowd, falling down from the ceiling. Kirk in motion, 2nd and 6. Handoff goes. Johnson does not get much there. It's got to be 3rd and 4 at best. 3rd and 4 at best here. Etienne's going to come in. They're kind of splitting duties, Etienne and Johnson. Of course, Etienne's usually the first 2 down back, and they bring in Johnson for 3rd down. Vice versa here with Etienne. I think he did suffer some sort of injury, but we don't really have any update on it, so I don't want to announce or assume. Here's 3rd down and 5. Lawrence. Etienne, or the running back, to his right. Lawrence fires. Pass caught. Nice catch. Christian Kirk. A bullet pass, and Lawrence hooks up with Kirk for a gain of 7. 1st down, Jacksonville. What's up, Sam? Thanks for stopping by. I know Sam he wasn't in a good mood yesterday until he was. You know, the Bruins upsetted us for a little bit, but I think after watching Elimination Chamber, we're both in a little bit better moods. Here's Etienne down to the 33. He got brought down immediately by Will Anderson. 2nd down and long coming up here for Jacksonville. That was an inside handoff, and Etienne probably should have took that to the left instead of the right. And again, Sam, as I mentioned, Survivor Series, that's what I meant. What did I say? Elimination Chamber, whatever. Survivor Series, Elimination Chamber. Dude. They were fighting in a steel cage. Whatever. You're lucky I didn't say Hell in a Cell. 2nd and 16. Oh, my Lord. My brain has been racing all over the place this morning. Here is the inside handoff to Etienne again. Down to the 30, a gain of 1. 3rd and 15 coming up here for Jacksonville. Well, I hope the Jags aren't just content with kicking the field goal here. 3rd and 15. I let Lawrence sling it deep. Again, Lawrence's QB sneak touchdown on the last Jaguars drive. That is the difference maker in this one. 10-7. The Jags lead. 2:45 to go and counting. 1st half here in Houston. They're going to bring in Dearness Johnson as the running back yet again. Zay Jones in motion from left to right. And timeout called by Jacksonville. 1st time out of the half used by Doug Peterson. Well, it's just been a crazy last couple of days for the sports world. Of course, yesterday was pretty nuts. College football, you had Michigan defeating Ohio State. You've had, your typical NHL and NBA games on. And then, of course, CM Punk and Randy Orton returning to WWE last night at Survivor Series. That was crazy. And this morning and afternoon, you got football, and we have a great Sunday night football matchup. I think Ravens-Chargers is a great matchup. I'm really excited to watch Sunday night football. And in the 4 o'clock window, you even have Browns-Broncos and Eagles-Bills. A lot of watchable games today across the NFL. This, in my opinion, by far the best of the 1 o'clock batch. We have 3rd down and 15 here at the 30. Jacksonville just out of the timeout. Lawrence will throw deep. Lawrence is going to fire. End zone shot. Calvin Ridley off the fingertips Oh, it would have been a highlight reel grab. Incomplete. 4th and 15. Steven Nelson sticking with Ridley step for step. Incomplete. And we're going to see a field goal from McManus. And oh, that is right in the hands of Calvin Ridley. Tough to handle that football, but that is a drop. What a well-placed football by Trevor Lawrence. Really needs to hang on to that one next time. My goodness. 48-yard field goal from McManus, and that one is right down the middle. Wow. 13-7. Jacksonville now takes the lead. And I've just gotten word, not word, I heard Mac Jones just threw an interception. That game is still tied at 0? You've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding. What are you? Mac's thrown 2 picks. Oh, goodness gracious, Mac. Oh, Devontae Parker's the Patriots' leading receiver right now. This is terrible. Danny DeVito is outperforming Mac Jones. What? What? Oh, man. Oh, poor Mac. Say what you will about him. He sucks. Same thing with Zach Wilson. You know, when people try to defend these players, I 100% agree. Coaching, scheming, all that crap. Absolutely. But you got to take some accountability as a player and as a fan. You got to start taking some accountability for some of your favorite players as well. Believe me, I go to college with a friend of mine who loves Zach Wilson, and I tell him it's not all his fault, but he is part of the problem. Same thing with the Patriots and Mac Jones. He is not the problem, but he is a main contributor to the problem. So I think they're going to move on from Mac at the end of the year. They're going to get whoever they want to draft, honestly. Everyone's saying Caleb Williams or Drake May is going to be the QB someone takes now. But honestly, if J.J. McCarthy or Michael Penix has like a great college football playoffs and a great combine, I think they could even potentially jump ship and be entered into the top 5 pick conversation. Other scores right now, Falcons up 14-6 over the Saints. Titans up 7-3 over the Panthers. Colts up 17-10 over the Bucks. Giants, Patriots still scoreless with 4 minutes left in the first half. Good Lord, what a bore fest. Bengals up 7-3 over the Bengals. Bengals up 7-3 over the Steelers. Bengals up 7-3 over the Bengals. Wonder how that works. Rams, Cardinals, Browns, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Eagles, Bills. 4 o'clock game. Sunday Night Football is Ravens, Chargers, and Monday Night Football is Vikings, Bears. Vikings getting back-to-back primetime games. Very interesting. They had a hard-fought game against Denver last week. Lawrence, 8 for 13 passing from 155 yards. Stroud, statistics went by way too quick, but he does have a passing touchdown in this one. Lawrence with the rushing TD. Jaguars kicked their second field goal with McManus. And McManus' kickoff goes for the touchback. Out to the 25 goes Houston. Beautiful red uniforms, red helmets, red pants, red end zones. The majority of the crowd is wearing red today. First and 10, George Fant still out there in replace of the injured Titus Howard. It's going to be first and 10 for Houston at the 25. Stroud, our center, handoff. Ripping off a tackle is Pierce. Trayvon Walker with the tackle there. It's going to be second down and 7. Derrick Henry just scored a rushing touchdown, 14-3. Tennessee leads Carolina. I guess that's important for both these teams, but not really. Tennessee is in far last place. 2-minute warning. I'll step aside for a moment. Don't go anywhere. Houston trailing by 6, but they have the ball going down the field from left to right. 2-minute warning here in Houston. The Texans have the ball, trying to drive down the field up by, or rather trailing by 6 against division rival Jacksonville. 2nd and 6. Stroud takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, fires, nice catch. Gain of 9 for Singletary. And it'll be a first down for the Texans. Houston gets out of the huddle. Stroud, the handoff. Well, Singletary, the running back here. 1st and 10. No handoff. So they'll dump it over to Singletary. And he will get pushed out of bounds for a loss of 3. Devin Lloyd right there. Lloyd's been great all year. Lloyd was great last year, too. And many were concerned because he had a very quiet second half of the season, it feels. Like once the Jaguars started clicking, his presence felt less felt. But that's a good thing. That's because guys like Chad Muma started to emerge. And so Lloyd didn't have to always make a play. 2nd down, 11. Stroud takes the snap and shotgun. Stroud under immediately to rest here. It's the throw across body to Tank Dell. How does he do it? Down to the 44. What a beautiful catching by Tank Dell. And so the Texans cross midfield. 48 yards on the day for Dell. He is 10 for 12 throwing his Stroud. Quick play, 1st and 10. Immediately to rest. Stroud chucks it off the back foot to Schultz, who is wrapped up by Lloyd and Brown, making it 2nd down and 9. 49 seconds left. Jacksonville's done a good job in the short pass range game, but in the long range game, they have absolutely not. They have allowed Tank Dell to get open on numerous times. They've let Stroud keep plays alive, like that throw to Schultz right there. No reason why Brown should be covering Schultz. That's why Lloyd's there. Brown's got to go for the interception. It could have been a pick 6 if Jacksonville read that correctly. Stroud has 8 straight completions. Here is Stroud. Under immediate duress again. 2nd and 8. He's got to take off. He's got the first, and he's got to gain to 10. First down, Houston. C.J. Stroud, and he has been playing great for this Texans offense. This is pretty much week 3 onwards. It was against the Jaguars was his breakout game. He played well in weeks 1 and weeks 2, but you kind of didn't expect Houston to win those games. Now, Houston is expected to win games. Stroud has completed his last 8 of 10 passes. Of course, that 7-yard touchdown to Tank Dell capped off the last Houston drive. Stroud also has 30 rushing yards. 1st and 10. He steps up. He fires. Pass is caught. And you just want the completion there. Houston also has 3 timeouts. Tank Dell with the catch, and Houston's going to call their first timeout. Both teams now down to 2. By the way, we have an update for you on the Giants-Patriots game. Isaiah Hodges scored the touchdown, and that made it 7-0 G-Men over the Patriots. Second and 9. Here's Stroud. Shotgun with Singletary at running back. Stroud rolls out to the left. Pass is incomplete for Nico Collins. It's 3rd and 9, and there goes the completion streak. Jeremy Ledbetter running after Stroud. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 here. Jeremy Ledbetter. I want to say he's a former Texan, if I'm not mistaken. He's had a good year. Very good year. Yeah, Jermaine Ledbetter. No, former Lion and Buck. I'm thinking of Ross Blackwell, I think. Unless he was on the Texans practice squad at one point. Doesn't look like he was. He was not. Interesting. They're down at 9. They throw the screen up, and now the play is blown dead. Houston calls a timeout. Miko Ryans must have not been comfortable with the play call. 2 former Philadelphia Eagles players as head coaches in today's game. Obviously, Doug Peterson was a backup in the early 2000s for the Eagles. Then, of course, Miko Ryans, linebacker for the Eagles and these Texans. Of course, Ryan's first year as head coach, coming over from the defensive coordinator position in San Francisco. And Doug Peterson, of course, second year Jaguars head coach. He's making his first coaching appearance since he was the head coach of the Eagles back in 2020. They're down 9. Stroud under duress. Trayvon Walker was almost there. Stroud's going to fire on the run. Wide open. And making the catch. Or are they going to say out of bounds? Tank Dell out of bounds. Tank Dell made a great catch. He was wide open. And now the Houston crowd waiting for the replay. Let's take a look at the feet. That is new. I don't know. That is either a toe drag and a half, or that is either one of the nicest toe drags I've ever seen in my life, or that is out of bounds. I'm not sure. We're going to have to get a closer look at this. I think it's out, but I also don't want to say it's a catch. Right there, he has possession. One foot's already kind of trickling out of bounds, though. Oh, I have no idea. I think at college, this is 100% a catch. In the pros, here is, well, calling the field's incomplete pass. They're going to have the refs review it, of course. Inside 2 minutes, you can't use a coach's challenge. All replays come from the booth. We'll let a commercial break. All right. Falcons still have 14-9 over the Saints. Bengals still have 17-3 or 7-3 rather over the Steelers. Colts defeating the Bucs 17-10. And the Titans are up 14-3 over the Panthers. Patriots, Giants still 7-0 New York. In New York. Score updates. I have to check. Yeah, we can check fantasy while we're at it. I have 3 teams. And they're all winning at the moment, which is nice. Or at least last I checked, they were. I got really nothing to talk about, so might as well. Richard Kirk has 4.6 fantasy points. Calvin really has nothing. He dropped that touchdown. That was pretty egregious. My other league, I'm now projected to lose after I was projected to win all morning. Now I'm projected to lose. That's because Tank Dell and CJ Stroud are both on my opponent's team. Well, that's just wonderful. I'm about to lose to my buddy twice. And still projected to win 2 out of the 3, but the one team I'm losing right now, that's the money league. We're both 6-5. Come on. What's wrong with my fantasy team? It's because I started Terry McLaurin over Brandon Cooks. What a terrible idea that was. Terrible idea. Brutal idea. Tank Dell and the Titans defense is both going insane for him right now. Oh, no, I need the Ravens to really do well. Puka Nakua, Dalton Kincaid, Jeremy Ford. I'm probably going to lose fantasy. Pass is, in fact, incomplete as they had a commercial break. Referee signals incompletion. The crowd may not like the call. I think it's the right call. I mean, even if he didn't make the catch, well, he clearly does. Both feet aren't in bounds, or at least he didn't have clear possession. When the feet were in bounds, he kind of had to, drag the feet to make the play. So here's Matt Amendola. 45-yard is his longest kick. He's 3 for 4 on the season. Again, Green Fairbairn put on the IR with a groin injury. That was a game against Tampa Bay where Dare Ogunbowale, former Jaguar running back, was the emergency kicker. 50-yard attempt for Matt Amendola here on 4th and 9. Good snap, good hold. Amendola's kick is shifting. Wide to the right, no good. No good. And the Jaguars have great field position with 20 seconds to work and 2 timeouts. Amendola, I mean, they had the distance. It just kind of shifted towards the right at the end of the kick. It was a good kick for what it was. Yeah, kick just shifted wide to the right. Amendola very upset with himself. Don't be. That's a tough kick to make, my friend. Kick just missed to the right. The distance was there. All you had to do was just kick it maybe like 10 inches to the right, and it would have been in. But now the Jaguars have the ball at the 40 of Houston. They fake it to Johnson. Lawrence play action. He's going to dump it off to Farrell, who's going to get tackled and bounce at the 48. Timeout, Jacksonville. I mean, I don't know why you go play action and then you don't proceed to throw deep. I don't get that much. Farrell has been in this game as the tight end too. Brenton Strange has yet to see the field in this contest. McManus ready to go. 2nd down and 3. Lawrence gets out of the huddle. 2nd down and 3. 14 seconds left in the first half. Ball placed at the 47 of Houston. Lawrence waits, fires, pass incomplete for Zay Jones. No flag. It's 3rd and 3. A little bit of an overthrow. Steven Nelson's been a thorn in the Jaguars' side this afternoon. Jacksonville has the lead, but they got to continue to put the pressure on. McManus, he is ready to attempt a Herculean-esque kick if he needs to. They are about 10-ish yards away from a good quality field goal attempt. 3rd down and 3, but they got to worry about the first down first. Flags flying. Is that going to be a false start on Jacksonville? It will be. False start on the Jaguars. That's got to back them up 5 more on Anton Harrison, the rookie right tackle out of Oklahoma. Oh, man. Only Jacksonville's 2nd penalty. The Texans faithful is again loud now. 3rd down and 8. They are really fired up. And now timeout is called by the officials. As cars driving by the house begin to honk their horns, the referees gather. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on out there. 3rd down and 8. I think the referees just needed to count the players on the field. They did. 3rd down and 8. Jacksonville just needs to get this ball about 20 yards forward and they can kick a field goal. 3rd down and 8. Lawrence Off the back foot. Good throw. What a catch. Christian Kirk inside the 20, inside the 10. He dives for the pylon. Is he in? He is going to be out of bounds at the 1. First and goal to go for Jacksonville. What do you do here? What a throw from Lawrence. He found Kirk, a stiff arm. He was just, he dived for the pylon. Is he in? Oh my God, that might be a touchdown. Is it? Diving? Foot's out of bounds. I don't think so. Foot's out of bounds right there. Oh, do you kick the field goal? You go for the touchdown. You're at the 1. You are at the 1 yard line. You are 100% going for the touchdown. You were already at a field goal range the previous play. You were already at a field goal range. Oh my gosh, what a throw. Lawrence to Kirk. Look at the stiff arm as well at the last second. Foot is, the foot stepping out of bounds. I think if they didn't give Tank Dell his catch, I don't think you could give Kirk his touchdown. But the offense is staying out on the field as they should. First and goal, 1 second left, last play of the half, barring a flag. Oh my God, Lawrence with a beautiful throw to Christian Kirk. It could be all for naught though. Lawrence under center, the pitch. ETN gets blocking. ETN is going to be stuffed at the 1. They're trying to push the pile forward. It's going nowhere, went backwards. What a stop for the Texans. Bad play call. Great. I have nothing against going for the touchdown. In fact, that's what you do. But bad play call. Just a brutal play call by Press Taylor, Doug Peterson, whoever was manning it. I don't even know why Lawrence ran up to the line. A quick pitch to ETN. Everyone knew it was going to ETN. Oh, man. It's better than 16. You could have kicked the field goal and gone up 16-7. That would have been great. You could have gotten the touchdown, which would have been even better. That is a stop that monumentally changes the momentum of a game. Jacksonville is getting the second half kickoff. Maybe that's why they went for the touchdown. I don't really know, but oh my God, that was just not the play call I would have done. It wasn't even a bad play call. It's just not one I would have done. If you were going to run the ball with ETN, I personally would have just kicked the field goal at that point. Because Houston, look at the box. All you had to do was look at the box, and you knew that. Here's what I would have done. Call me nuts. I would have purposely false started, went backwards 5 yards, and kicked the field goal. Maybe. But 13-7 at the half. I'm going to do a grid real quick, and then I'm going to probably hop off for the rest of halftime. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe how close we were to getting that touchdown. Thank you, Christian Kirk, though. My God, what a play. What a play by Christian Kirk. That was awesome. I credit him for all of that. That was amazing. He was great. All right, immaculate grid time. I haven't even done this today, so it's good. I'm kind of walking in it blindly. Packers, Colts, Jeff Saturday would be a fun answer. That's that common. Wait a minute. It's that common. Hey, the Jaguars are on here. Now then we'll do Tony Mandarich. Von House for Packers and Jaguars. Packers, Eagles, Doug Peterson. Yeah. Colts, Bengals. Ooh. That's a tricky one. Bengals, Jaguars, or Reggie Nelson. And Terrell Owens for Eagles, Bengals. Okay, so one MVP. Okay, we're just going to go with Peyton Manning because didn't he win the MVP in the first one? He did. I could have done. Who was it? John Mackey who won Super Bowl? No, that was the one with Chuck Howley and Bob Lilly. Was it? Yeah, never mind. Jaguars Super Bowl MVP. We have never won one. Malcolm Smith, you piece of crap game. They're making me sad. Who won Jaguars Super Bowl MVP? Malcolm Smith when he was with the Seahawks. Oh, come on, man. That's cheap. That's cheap. Eagles, Nick Foles, obviously. That's going to be 100% or 88. I probably could have thought of a more rare answer. This is for the perfect grid. Bengals, Colts. Man. Man. I'm thinking. And I'm throwing all caution out in the wind. John Davis, free safety. Please be right. It's correct. That's 3%. That's how you do it, baby. Grid in the books. That's immaculate, baby. All right, 13-7. Enjoy the rest of your halftime. I'm not going to keep you guys here long. We head right back with the start of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. The Jaguars are up by 6 at halftime.
You gotta go back and grab it.
We are back here for the second half. Jaguars, Texans. Third quarter underway. Jacksonville receiving the football. They are up by 6 over division rival Houston. I just randomly decided, hey, you know what? I have my mac and cheese. I'm going to head downstairs and check how much is left. The next thing I knew, the kickoff was happening. I couldn't have timed that any better. 1st and 10. Lawrence fakes it to Etienne. Lawrence rolling off the back foot, fires for Brenton Strange, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. And it looks like that was Gennard on the... Yep. He was able to get free from the left side of the offensive line. No one held up their man. And it's incomplete. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10 coming up. Here is Lawrence. Takes the snap and shotgun. Fires for Etienne. He dropped it. Quick throw, incomplete. It's 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Jaguars. This has been a poor offensive start for the Jaguars, and I mean, way to make you think you should have ultimately ended up kicking the field goal to end the first half. Way to think that, for sure. Because they have not looked good on these opening 2 plays of the half. Etienne to his left. Lawrence takes the snap on 3rd and 10. 2-step drop. Lawrence fires. Pass. What a catch. Calvin Ridley. And yes, he got the feet down. A gain of 11. 1st down Jacksonville. What a beauty. Lawrence with a nice catch to Calvin Ridley working against Derek Stingley Jr. And oh, filthy toe drag. That was what the doctor ordered for Jacksonville. They are looking to drive down the field, make it 2 possessions at any rate possible, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. Here's Lawrence, inside handoff. Etienne, a flag is down after a gain of 2. And we have a false start against Walker Little. And so the Jaguars are going to continue to back up. Usually it's 1st and 2nd down. Jacksonville's great. And then in 3rd down is when they slow down. But today it's the opposite. By the way, both Titus Howard and Cam Robinson will both be out for the remainder of this game with knee injuries, respectively. That's what we kind of figured. They will both be out. Jaguars left tackle and Texans right tackle both inactive. It's 1st and 15 at the 22. Lawrence takes the snap, and the inside handoff goes to Johnson, and Johnson goes down to the 29. And I'll put it right around where the original line of scrimmage was. And so it'll be 2nd down and long coming up here for Jacksonville. 2nd and 13 is what they'll mark it, and there's Robinson on the bench. They'll mark it 2nd down and 8. Lawrence. Empty backfield. He looks to audible. 2nd down and 8. Lawrence takes the snap. Fires. Quick throw. Calvin Ridley. Nice catch. Down to the 43 and a 1st down for Jacksonville. He did not have a single catch in the entire first half, and in the first 2 minutes of the second half, he has 2 catches off the slant. Great throw to Ridley. And all Trevor has to do is just play efficient ball. And look at Matt Ryan. Ryan's got to be happy for Calvin Ridley, former teammates. That's awesome. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Etienne busts it free to the left side, and he picks up a gain of 8. So there's Etienne's first carry of the first half. And, Etienne doesn't even need to take the entire workload. If Dearness Johnson can continue to play as well as he's played, they can do the substitute one play after another. And you see right here, Johnson is back out as the running back. Etienne going back to the bench. So I don't know if they're going to try something new here with the the running backs constantly changing, but it's been working. Whatever it is, it's been working. Here's Lawrence. They pick the inside half to Johnson. Fires, intercepted. Stingley. What a terrible throw from Lawrence. And Houston returns it to the 46. Oh my goodness, that might have been the worst pick Lawrence has thrown this season. And he's thrown a couple of bad ones. I mean, he threw a bullet pass right to the corner. And all I'm saying is, it's great. You're substituting running backs. It's 2nd and 1. Why aren't you running the football? It is 2nd and 1. Lawrence completely overthrows Evan Ingram. And intercepted for Derek Stingley. 3rd overall pick out of the 2021 draft. Lawrence is mad. What is he mad about? He's got to be mad at no one but himself. We're ending a commercial break. Houston gets the ball off the interception. Don't go anywhere. All right, just at a commercial break here. Derek Stingley Jr. with the interception for Stingley. This is his 2nd pick of the season, 3rd pick of his career. And for Trevor, I believe this is his 7th passing interception. It is. On a drive that looked to be going great, Lawrence threw a pick to Stingley. Calvin Ridley was wide open. They should have handed it off to Johnson. There was many ways they could have went about it. And Lawrence just threw a bullet pass right to the corner. And Kirk can't believe it on the sidelines. But great quarterbacks find a way to get out of these holes. But now Houston, 46-yard line. The Texans defense is playing great right now. Here is Stroud over to Singletary, down to the 41. I mean, I am in utter disbelief of how these last 5 minutes of game time have gone for the Jaguars. Just nothing but south. 2nd and 4. Stroud, quick throw, pass caught, and Nico Collins is wrapped up. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 coming up. And as per usual, Olakun is coming in clutch here with these tackles. Third down and 1. Here for the Texans, Stroud. In motion, Tank Dell. Dell takes a snap, fires, and nice catch, Nico Collins. Down to the 16. First down, Texans. Good throw from Stroud to Collins. His second catch of the drive. Actually, back-to-back catches for Collins. They brought the safety blitz. Cisco left Collins wide open. Wow. All he had to do was just stay in place, and that could have been a batted pass. Now I'm getting a little frustrated with the Jaguars because, case in point, once again, it rears its ugly head. Great first half. They don't pull away, and now they are beginning to lose all grasp of this game. Very frustrating stuff. Timeout called by Houston, and actually that could be a killer. Calling a timeout this early in the second half of a game. That could be a killer right there. But again, great quarterbacks. They find a way to win these football games, and I'm just gonna put my faith in Trevor Lawrence and this great receiving core we have to kind of pull this one out. But it's gonna be another win where even if you win, it's not gonna look pretty. It's not even gonna look good. It just looks like you ran away from the skin of your teeth yet again. Singletary takes it to the left, and apparently the Jaguars are forgetting how to tackle Singletary. Down to the 2. I'm just in utter disbelief. Houston's about to take the lead, and I'm just about had it. I'm about wit's end with this offense. I'm going to be brutally honest. It's not even the defense. It is 100% the offense. I have just about had it with Press Taylor, and I've kind of been on my wit's end with him since about week 6 or 7, but this is pretty embarrassing. Jacksonville was leading this entire game up to this point. They were up 10-0, and now Houston knocking on the door. First and goal, Stroud, handoff, Singletary, and the defense. A loss of 2 for Singletary, brought down by about 3 or 4 white uniforms. They are going to somehow, some way try to will this offense to victory. They have done a great job this season, especially in the red zone. The Jaguars defense has been really good, especially against the run. I've been impressed with this Jaguars defense all year, as the offense has been my main concern. Second and goal, Jordan in motion. They've handed off to Singletary. Up the middle he goes, down to the 1. And that's where it'll be third and goal. And the question is, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but if you stop the third and goal attempt, does Houston go for it on 4th down? I'm not sure. Singletary was down at the 1, and they got to play third down first. Houston trying to take their first lead of the afternoon. Stroud with they fake the fullback dive. Stroud, oh my gosh! NFL Game Time is loading right now. Stroud's going to roll out to the right. He's going to score. Oh my goodness. And now I'm mad at NFL Game Pass for lagging throughout the entirety of that play. Stroud scores his 3rd career rushing touchdown. It is 14-13, barring the extra point. Stroud knocking out George Fant. That's funny. Well, offense, we need you now. Because this defense it's great, and you're beyond. It's beyond taking it for granted at this point. It's been obvious the Jaguars have been having their defense for granted all season. Amendola for the extra point. It just squeaks through, and the Texans take their first lead of the day. It's 14-13 Texans. Oh, I'm about to blow a gasket watching this team. I am about to blow a gasket. blowing a gasket might actually be the best case scenario. I thought I got out all my rage during the Chiefs game, during the Week 3 Houston game, and I didn't even know how there was any rage left in me after the Niners game. But what the heck? This team continues to baffle me. This offensive play calling continues to baffle me. Trevor Lawrence's decision-making continues to baffle me. It is 2nd and 1. Run the ball with Dearness Johnson, who's been working all game long. No, let's throw to a tightly contested Evan Ingram. What is the logic behind that decision-making? It's 2nd and 1. Who cares if the run's coming? You clearly aren't afraid to run. You just gave away 3 points at least at the end of the first half. You know, Houston's run defense is fantastic. It is criminally underrated league-wide. Remember, boys, you're fighting for the division lead right now. And honestly, I don't really see Houston losing another game anytime soon after this one. If they even lose this one now, Jaguars should be up 2 possessions minimum, and I am enraged right now. Because again, this team does not learn their lesson. They keep teams in games, and then Trevor Lawrence has to become literally 1984 Joe Montana to come away with the victory in the end. It is getting beyond aggravating to watch. It's becoming beyond aggravating. Beyond aggravating. This is ridiculous. Shouldn't even be in the spot right now, but no, offense sputtered. What are you going to do? Jaguars can just take this next drive and just preferably take the lead back and just kind of go from there, right? Right now, if you're the Jaguars, you have to have that mindset in 0-0 because you just got to think for the rest of the game, this drive is either the first or the last drive of the game. You can't make mistakes. All right, Lawrence threw 1 interception. Great quarterbacks don't throw multiple interceptions in a game. Everyone's going to throw one every once in a while. Absolutely. Even though Stroud should have been picked off 2 or 3 times by now. He has not. Houston's going to cash in on the turnovers you give them. And that's why it is 14-13. Here's the kickoff and a touchback out to the 25. Now that I got the rant out of me, and I surely will be continuing to rant throughout this game because, once again, I am at my very, very wit's end with this offense. But at least for now, there's only a 1-point game, and there's no need to panic. Yet. There's reason to panic, but if we can win this game, at least you take a 2-game lead on the division, and you have a long week to prepare for Cincinnati, because I got nothing right now. Lawrence fakes it to ETN. Lawrence play action pass wide open. Calvin Ridley. Ridley to the 40. Ridley to the 30. And he's stepping out of bounds at the 27. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. You see? You commit the turnover, erase your brain, and just go back to the drawing board. And that is exactly what the Jaguars did there. Good play. Off the play action throw. Calvin Ridley able to get a few, way more than a few yards on the yards after reception. And the Jaguars are right back into field goal range. He has 70 yards on the day after having nothing, all zeros in the first half. Handoff goes. ETN. Oh, I thought he was going to pitch it back to Lawrence. Knocked down 2nd and 10. I was expecting a flea flicker right there, and that would have been absolutely insane. Like I mentioned, these elite quarterbacks, I mean, look at C.J. Stroud. He threw 3 picks last week against Arizona, and the Texans still won. Quarterbacks are going to make mistakes. It's how you come back from said mistakes. And I'll tell you one thing, converting that looked like to be a 50-plus yard play to Ridley. That is one way to get your mindset right back to where it needs to be. 2nd and 10. ETN stays the running back to the left of Lawrence. Takes the snap. Lawrence fires. Quick throw. Ingram. Nice catch. Corrals it in at the 23, making it 3rd down and 3 for Jacksonville. Evan Ingram. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I can complain about this offense. How does Ingram not have a touchdown this season? It's crazy, but he's still been used properly in that short first or second down plays, and I just wish they would utilize him more in the red zone, but Ingram's still having a good year despite not catching a touchdown. He stays to the right here on 3rd down and 4. Ridley, the only receiver to the bottom of the screen. Lawrence, he's going to lob it up. Pass is overthrown for Ingram. No pass interference is called. 4th and 4. Oh, and a late flag. Perhaps they will call pass interference on Houston, and I'm going to need to see the replay because Tavir Thomas, he's going to get called. Oh, wow. It looked like there was a little contact between him and Ingram. Let's see right here. Oh, the hook of the arm. Never mind. He hooked the arm. Blatant offensive or defensive pass interference against Houston right there. I mean, you can't obviously hook the arm of the intended receiver. Oh, and then he was grabbing his arm. Wow. There's a 2-for-1 right there. Hard to not call that one. And here we go. 1st and goal to go at the 8. Jacksonville, what a great drive it's been. Handoff goes. ETN tries to cut up the middle. He does. Down to the 5. And it's going to be 2nd and goal coming up here for Jacksonville. I'm going to just be blunt. You cannot walk away with the field goal. You need a touchdown right now. I'm just going to – I don't know if Doug, Press Taylor, Mike Coswell, I don't know who's got to say it. Call up Shad Khan for a second. I don't know who's got to tell this offense this, but they need 6 points right now. Not even a question. You need a touchdown to stick pace with Houston. Houston's offense has been firing on all cylinders the last 2 quarters. You gotta keep up with them now. 2nd and goal. Kirk in motion. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence takes the snap. They are throwing in the red zone. He's got fired for the end zone, and he overthrows Ingram. There it was. Oh, his first touchdown of the season, and Lawrence overthrew him. It's 3rd and goal. Again, I'm going to throw. Again, I'm sticking with throwing, and if you were at the 1-yard line, I'm going for it. If you were at the 2 or further, I'm kicking the field goal. But Lawrence, 3rd and goal. Ingram, it was an overthrow from Trevor, too. The pocket was a little cramped, but he could have made a better throw. He really could have. 3rd and goal. 5:24 left to go, 3rd quarter. Ingram in motion. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Lawrence now trying to audible. He takes the snap. 1 second left. They get it off in time. Lawrence, end zone, overthrowing Christian Kirk, and another defensive pass interference penalty. Thomas gets charged twice. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. And that is, wow, I am at a loss of words. Tavir Thomas with his 2nd pass interference on the drive. And Jacksonville is staying alive somehow, some way. Tavir Thomas, back-to-back 3rd downs. He gets called for pass interference. I couldn't think of a more unlucky situation for the Texans faithful, and he is looking up at the Jumbotron, and he is wanting to plead a case with an official. Tough to blame him. 1st and goal to go. This has just been an insane quarter. Handoff goes. ETN is stuffed. 2nd and goal. If I was Trevor, I would have kept it. I would have kept that if I was Trevor. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I mean... what a quarter. And now I gotta catch my breath. Oh, good Lord. All right, someone's got to be blunt. If you're at the 2 or the 1-yard line, it's 4-down territory. Don't even kick the field goal. Just go for it. Again, just go for it. Lawrence, under center. Makes the end around. Lawrence fires, and it's hauled and dropped. Oh, Luke Farrell. I can't take this. My heart literally cannot take this. Luke Farrell just dropped his first career touchdown. This guy's been on the team since 2021. Oh, my God. Great block by Houston Carson. I am losing my mind right now. Oh, my goodness. Welcome to – you know what? And this isn't Jaguars Texans anymore. Welcome to cinema. Third and goal for Jacksonville at the 1. Oh my God, just please punch it in. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 2. Lawrence steps back, fires. There it is. Calvin Ridley, touchdown. Jacksonville's back in front. It took them 7 plays in the red zone, but they finally scored. Oh my God. Ridley has 3 touchdowns in 2 games, and they're going to go for 2 to go up 7. I am shaking. What is going on? Oh no. And it's Thomas. It's Thomas on the coverage. And he got burnt. Oh my God. What's up, Len? Thanks for stopping by. Again, this is no longer Jaguars Texans. Welcome to cinema. 2-point conversion for Jacksonville. This is to put them up 7. Oh my God. My heart can't take this anymore. They fake the inside handoff to ETN. Lawrence fires back in the end zone again to Ridley. And this time on the coverage was number 21, Steven Nelson. 21-14. Jacksonville regains the lead. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice, my breath, everything. Oh my God, Calvin Ridley. What a third quarter for the guy. He's going insane. 21-14. Jaguars back in front. We're heading to commercial break. Do not touch a damn key on your computer board. No, you got to stay around here. Jaguars, Texans. My God, this game is as good as advertised. That's all I'm going to say. Third quarter rolling on here in Houston. Here's the kickoff from Brandon McManus and a touchback. Houston gets out to the 25. Welcome back here on Fletcher Sports Zone. Still trying to catch my breath after what just happened. The Jaguars were in the red zone for 7 straight plays, and it took them 7 plays to score. But Calvin Ridley's got it, scored the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. And the Jaguars regain the lead. My God, what a thrilling game we have here in Houston. Thrilling game. Shroud, 15 for 19 passing, a $166. Tank Dell in motion. Stroud fakes. Stroud fires. Wide open Nico Collins. Brought down by Jenkins and Cisco. The safety's getting the tackle past the 40. You know, I did say this is no longer Jaguars Texans. This is just peak NFL cinema. And honestly, I'm going to stick with it because I think we're about to reach shootout territory. It's already 21-14, and both these offenses cannot be stopped right now. Well, actually, Jacksonville's could, but we're just going to pretend that they aren't going to be. And I think we're about to reach shootout territory. Here's Dameon Pierce down to the 47. Second down and 7 coming up here for the Texans. Houston already nearing midfield. Oh, goodness. Would they love a quick response? Tie this game up at 7 at home. Tie this game up at 21 at home, rather. 5 rushes, 14 yards for Pierce on the day. 60 rushing yards to 47 in favor of Houston as well over Jacksonville. Second and 6. Stroud steps back, fires, passes, dropped. And a rare drop by John Michie the third. And now Stroud. Stroud. Oh, he is limping around his ankle. He's trying to walk it off. What even happened? Caleb Chason kind of hit Stroud late. I mean, he didn't put a lot of pressure on. He didn't put a lot of body on Stroud, so that's why it wasn't a roughing the passer. Third down and 6. If Stroud loses his mobility, that could be over soon. And there's the sack off the blitz. Josh Allen. Fourth down coming up. And Josh Allen with his first sack of the game. Allen now up to 10.5 sacks on the year. Welcome to the double-digit club, my friend. And Stroud, he was slow to get up. And this is not a good sign for the Texans. Obviously, it's all fun and games in a rivalry, but, I mean, obviously we don't want to see anyone get injured here. And with that sack, Josh Allen has now tied his career high in sacks with 10.5 on the season. Parker Washington fair catches the punt. And 2:33 to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville up by 7. I can't even, believe what this game has turned into. All right, fourth quarter already. And a lot of these games, this is actually the longest game remaining left on the schedule. Falcons being the Saints 14-12. Titans up 17-10 over the Panthers. Colts are up 20-10 over the Buccaneers. Giants, Patriots tied at 7. Steelers up 10-7 over the Bengals. Jaguars up against the Texans. Cardinals, Rams, Broncos, Browns, Raiders, Chiefs, Eagles, Bills, 4 o'clock games. Sunday Night Football tonight. Chargers, Ravens, which Chiefs lose, Ravens lose. Won't happen. Both are probably going to win. If Jacksonville holds on, wins this game, Kansas City, Baltimore loses, the Jacksonville Jaguars are your new number 1 seed in the NFL. Well, AFC. Eagles still in the NFL, but Jaguars would technically be ranked 4th league-wide. Maybe 3rd. 3rd, because they have a better division record than the Lions. But it would still be the Eagles 1 and the Niners 2. All right, I'm going to quickly use the bat. I'll wait until next commercial break. What the hell? I'll wait until next commercial break. Jaguars going right back on offense. It wasn't a 3-and-out, but, I mean, who knows what happens in that drive for Houston if John Michie doesn't drop that pass. He probably converts a first down, and Houston's probably still driving, but I mean, it's just nuts. It's really just nuts. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I guess there must be a fumble in the Giants-Patriots game. I have 3 people watching that game upstairs. And they have been yelling just as much as I've been yelling. I don't think you guys can really hear them, which is good. I guess that's a good thing, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it must have been a fumble or something. I don't know. Jaguars, by the way, have 296 total receiving yards today. 183 of those have been after the catch. You can thank Calvin Ridley for the majority of that. First and 10, Lawrence at the 11-yard line. Lawrence now audibling. Play clock down to 15. Takes the snap. Pitch goes. ETN up the right side, and he's just going to lose a yard. I don't really get what the play calling was there. Harris has been the leading force of this Houston defense, gets another tackle. Let's take a look at Calvin Ridley. He didn't have a single reception in the first half. Now he is just going insane. Absolutely bonkers. Had a 50-yard catch and run. Caught the touchdown, 2-point conversion. Jacksonville could really go up 2 possessions here. He has 71 yards on the day, and honestly, I thought that was going to be way more than that. What's up, Zoe? Thanks for stopping by. Second down and 11 for Jacksonville. Lawrence fires down the middle. ETN brought down at the 13 by Blake Cashman, the ex-Jet. Third down coming up, and well, that's the last thing we could do right now is go 3-0. You wish you could watch the Giants game? I know you do, Lennon. How about you come over to Mass for the weekend? You could. I would have postponed this broadcast and I would have watched it with you, but there's also someone wearing a Packers jersey in the crowd. Weird. Anyways, third down and 7. Lawrence gonna take the snap and shotgun. 3-step drop, rolling out to his right, throws, and incomplete. Well, the offensive line did not do Lawrence any favors there. There was a flag down, and this is against Houston. This is going to be a first down for Jacksonville. Holding on the defense. Well, okay, so the drive ain't over. Corner Steven Nelson gets called for holding, and so Jacksonville is going to get a first down here. Let's take a look. Right. Yep. Oh, blatant holding on Christian Kirk. I mean, it didn't really matter. Lawrence wasn't even throwing his direction. But so I get Houston might have a gripe, but realistically, he was still holding Kirk. So I agree with the call. And I know D'Amico Ryans is getting upset, and as he should. Lawrence was flushed out of the pocket, everything, and he might even be arguing, well, Ridley and Kirk were in the area, so it wouldn't be intentional grounding, but that's now Houston's 4th third down penalty of the day for their defense. They fake it to ETN. Lawrence fires back to ETN. Oh, what the trickery! A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville. Oh my goodness. Deep into the bag of tricks go the Jaguars. Play fake. Lawrence rolls all the way out to the left just to throw all the way back to the right. If the Texans safety read that beautifully, it would have been a pick 6 for the Texans. Luckily, he didn't really read it right, and ETN's able to get 11 yards. He has 51 total yards in the day, 21 rushing, 30 receiving. First and 10 under center, Lawrence at the 31. Johnson, the running back. They fake it to Johnson. Lawrence under immediately duress. The lineman broke down. Lawrence fires on the run. Oh, Ridley. I mean, this is Calvin Ridley's breakout game, eh? This week and last week with his 2 touchdowns, he's going insane. Look at this throw from Lawrence. Threading the needle. Stingley should have had another pick right there. But Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence, whenever Zay Jones is in the lineup, they cook. I don't get it. Third quarter in the books. Here in cinema. Oh my God. This game's taking years off my life. If Trevor goes pro next year, I want both ETNs. Dearness Johnson's great too. We could release Tank Bigsby. That would be wonderful. With all due respect. If we release Tank Bigsby, if Trevor ETN goes pro and we could draft him in like the 2nd round, maybe actually be a 1st rounder, but if he fell to the 2nd round and we drafted him, absolutely have the ETN brothers. Another thing, okay, I want the ETN brothers to be paired up in Jacksonville, and call me crazy, but I want Chubb Purdy, Brock Purdy's brother. I want the Niners to draft him, and so basically they could be teammates as well. I think that would be so freaking funny if the Purdy brothers were on the same team and the ETN brothers would be on the same team. I think that would be so funny and so cool if that happened. It won't, because I think a team that's in desperate need for a running back is definitely going to get Trevor, as he should. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want Trevor to get more playing time, Gator alum. So, I'm going to be rooting for him in the NFL. But, at the same time, I feel like Travis has got to take away a lot of his carries, but I'm for it. My friend's texting me all these college head coaches that are getting fired. I might fire the Houston head coach. I don't know. I might post that one, but I'm probably not going to post the other ones. And Lane Johnson's been ruled out for today's game against Buffalo. Okay, then. All right, well, at commercial break, start of the fourth quarter. We Bills fans tonight, I'm rooting for the Eagles, unfortunately. I kind of have to for the Jaguars' sake. Actually, wait a minute. Here's the pass is caught by Ingram, a gain of 8. Actually, I lied. I will be rooting for Buffalo because if Houston loses, Buffalo wins. Buffalo leapfrogs Houston in the playoff race. I don't really like the Bills, but I don't really like the Eagles either. But if that means that the Houston Texans will not make the playoffs, I am okay with the Bills winning. I'll put it bluntly. 2nd and 2. Johnson remains the running back. Second play of the quarter. Fourth and final one here in Houston. Johnson needed 2, got 4. First down, Jacksonville. Yeah, no, I just got a notification that Lane Johnson was going to be out. So if the Eagles are battered and they can't use the brotherly shove to their advantage, good. They got to win games other ways, and that's the only question mark I have about the Eagles. Can they win close games, and how can they win them when trailing? Luke Farrell in motion, and so is Kirk. 1st and 10. Inside handoff. Dearness Johnson takes it up the left side down to the 36. This is by far and away, as a flag is down, by far and away the most carries Dearness Johnson has gotten in the game this year, the most playing time he's gotten. Holding against Jacksonville, so Walker Little, who switched over from left guard to left tackle after the Cam Robinson injury. Yep, clear penalty right there, as he clearly held up Pity there, the safety. So 1st to 20, a loss to 10. Now 25 penalty yards for Jacksonville on the day. Here is Lawrence. Takes the snap, quick throw. Luke Farrell, who's also getting a fair share of plays, down to the 43, and it's going to be 2nd and medium. Thomas with the tackle. I mean, you got to wonder, if you're Thomas, how are you feeling right now with the 2 pass interference penalties called against you, basically setting up the Jaguars' Ridley touchdown? No. Bless me. A loud sneeze. My apologies. I was going to mute the mic in time, and I didn't think I was going to have time to, so I just let it rip. 2nd down at 14, my goodness. Lawrence empty backfield. Lawrence fires. Pass caught. Ingram down to the 37. Going to be 3rd and long coming up here. It was a very much louder sneeze than I thought it was going to be. Blake Cashman is down for the Texans. And we might be seeing more Corey Littleton, Neville Hewitt, or Jake Hansen if Cashman goes down. On the practice squad for linebackers, Houston only has one, Marcel Harris. Actually, have mostly secondary or offensive positions. Might also have to call up Jalen Thompson off the practice squad in replacement next week of Howard if he's to miss time. 3rd and 7 here for Jacksonville. Currently checking on left outside linebacker Blake Cashman. C.J. Stroud has played well, but not well enough to kind of will the Texans into the lead here. Cashman now running off the field under his own power, jogging off the field under his own power. So unless they send him to the medical tent, he's probably gonna be back out there in the next play or two. 3rd down and 7. Well, of course, that is if Jacksonville converts this first down after all. 3rd and 7, 12 and a half minutes to go in regulation here at NRG Stadium. What a game we've had in store for us here. Jacksonville, Houston, winner takes the AFC South Division lead heading into the month of December. Lawrence, ball placed at the 36-yard line of Houston. They are in field goal range. Can they get deeper? Lawrence pumps, fires, caught. Ingram, 4th and 1. Go for it. 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 I am the head coach. Go for it. 4th and 1. There's no reason why you shouldn't go for it right now. You have a chance to not only kill off more clock, you might end up with a field goal anyways. Right now you're looking at how much deeper can I go down the field? And if we have to kick a field goal, great. We go up 2 possessions. I 100% agree with this. Jacksonville 7 for 16 on 4th downs. Lawrence off the QB sneak, and he's got it by a mile. 1st down, Jacksonville by a whole yard. Not by a mile, of course, by a whole yard. Flag is down. Oh, they might call a false start on Jacksonville. Oh, man, that was a QB sneak. Perfected. Referee is now talking it over, and I think Houston fans think it's on the Texans. I think it's on Jacksonville for false start. False start on the offense, yeah. Okay. 4th and 6. Legal formation. And that sucks because Lawrence obviously got the QB sneak for the 1st down, so that kind of stinks that your drive doesn't continue, but you can kick the field goal. Illegal formation? Oh, yeah. So 4th and 6. Brandon McManus to kick the field goal and to go up 10. 53-yard attempt. He's only missed 2 attempts this year. Good snap, good hold. McManus just knocks it through, and Jacksonville takes the 10-point lead. It is 24-14. Oh, boy. We're heading to commercial break. 11:20 left. Don't go anywhere. Houston getting the ball back, trying to make it a one-possession game yet again. We are back after commercial break. Texans fans are they're not pleased. They're down by 10 with 11:20 to go in regulation. This one rolls out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. By far the game with the longest time left. And perhaps not the closest, but it has been the best game of the day, I'd say. Bills Eagles coming up next on CBS. I really want to watch that game, but I got to get back to my college campus, which kind of stinks. I kind of planned something at 7 o'clock. I wish I didn't plan now, but back in motion. Stroud fakes the end around, and here's the handoff to Dell, and Dell's getting blockers. A gain of 12. Tonight at 7 o'clock, I'll be on the 3 Count podcast talking all wrestling with my college buddies, Tyler and Sam. So if you want to go check out that YouTube channel, check out the playlist on my channel tonight, and you can see that tomorrow. And of course, later this week, I'm sure we'll also have time to film an episode of Campus Connections. Or Campus Connections. Campus Gridiron. My brain is fried right now. Just the name of my class on stream. Good Lord. Here's the catch, and Michi will get a gain of 7. My brain is fried, and the fact I'm even broadcasting a game right now is crazy. I don't even know how I'm doing this. But such a heavy momentum, important game for the AFC playoff picture. Looks like the Steelers have the lead and the ball with 3 minutes left against Cincinnati. That's another game that means a lot to the AFC playoff picture. In fact, I'm going to actually hop off game ticket in the next 3 minutes and check if that's like a bonus coverage game, if you will. Here's the handoff. Singletary gets wrapped up. It's 3rd down and 1. I'll actually get off Game Pass and hop over to CBS because they're obviously going to show the end of this one, I'm assuming. So whenever Steelers Bengals end, I might switch over to regular CBS because there's no way they're not showing this as bonus coverage. I mean, this is the best game of the day. Besides maybe Bills Eagles, this is the best matchup of the day. So I hope these two teams get what it's worth. But 3rd and 1, Stroud. He's stepping back. He's got to read through his progression. He chucks it up deep to no man's land. Hey, you could easily throw the flag right there for intentional grounding. They did that on Lawrence last week. The receiver ran the wrong route, and I don't even know why I'm complaining at the refs and winning by 10, but I mean, they called Trevor for essentially the same thing last week for intentional grounding. Call it on Stroud. What can I say? Life ain't fair. 4th and 1. Texans are 5 for 11 on 4th down conversions this season. 4th and 1 here at their own 47. Stroud has to convert. Deep ball! And he overthrows Dalton Schultz. I mean, 4th and 1 and you throw deep? What are you doing? I'll tell you one thing. If Doug Peterson if Doug just did that, I would be blowing a gasket. He overthrew Dalton Schultz. Rashawn Jenkins on the coverage. What's up, John? Thanks for hopping back into the broadcast. Well, we were in the middle of peak cinema for a moment, but now the game's kind of mellowed out. Jacksonville up by 10. They just got a 4th down stop, and they are honestly looking to pretty much put this game away. Calvin Ridley, that's all I'm going to say. That man, he deserves his spotlight. He played so incredible in the second half after doing literally nothing in the first half. He just played so good in the second half, got over 70 receiving yards in the 3rd quarter, has the game leading touchdown with the 2-point conversion. He's been great all afternoon. Well, at least in the second part of the afternoon, Kirk was the best receiver for Jacksonville in the first half. You know, this isn't a pretty win. I'm going to be honest with you. The Jaguars have had way more prettier wins than this. The wins against Atlanta, Buffalo, both wins against Indianapolis. I would say those were better than this one, but I mean, at the end of the day, if they get it done, a win's a win, and you can't really complain about it. But I mean, my goodness, that whole second and third quarter sequence was really stressful. The Jaguars love to, keep opponents in their games, but today they're doing a good job, and kind of once they've pulled away, they've kind of pulled away. As long as they don't have a monumental collapse like the Bears did last Sunday against the Lions, I think they're going to be in a good spot to close this one out. Go Jaguars. I'm glad you're rooting for the Jaguars, John. This has been a ridiculous game. Of course, with this win, Jacksonville goes up 2 against Houston, splitting the series. Indianapolis also looks like they're going to be Tampa. So Colts have tiebreaker. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but if the score stands, the Indianapolis Colts just passed the Texans for second place in the South. Is that fair? Is that how it should be? Probably not, but so if Houston loses, Colts win. The Colts get second place in the AFC South. Houston drops to third. Jacksonville wins today. Baltimore, Kansas City both lose. Jacksonville is your new 1 seed in the AFC. Here is ETN off the catch and run in a gain of 9. Colts and Buccaneers and 2 of my 3 favorite teams. Really? My 3 favorites would be, if I had to choose, it would be, obviously Jaguars 1. I would say pretty comfortably it's Vikings 2. And then I guess Chargers and 49ers would be interchangeable. It doesn't really matter. I like both those teams a lot. Manning fan and I vacation a lot in Tampa. That makes sense. Here's the handoff to ETN. On 2nd and 1, he gets the first. It'd be really helpful for my fantasy team to, get another passing touchdown. I'm not trying to be greedy, but it would really help out my fantasy team right now if Lawrence got a touchdown. It really would. But 8 minutes left. Jacksonville looking to control the rest of this clock here. Broncos are playing better. Yes, they are. Playing the Browns today. That should be a great game. Game starting in about a half hour. Lawrence pump fakes, fires for Christian Kirk, who can't make the grab. I don't really know why the Jaguars are taking deep shots downfield, but it's 2nd and 10, and the sun has really begun to show here in Houston. Oh, my gosh. I felt like it's been cloudy all day in Mass, so maybe I was thinking it was also kind of cloudy in Houston, but the sun is beginning to shine now, and that's going to be a bad thing for these receivers. That was not there when last time we were on the right side of this football field. The sun was not glazing as large, but here's the handoff to Dearness Johnson, and he is brought down immediately after a loss of 3. Kerry Hyder Jr. with the tackle. He started the season on the Niners. Johnson, just got nothing there. Gotten a bad play calling. If we were in a closer game, I'd be getting upset. 10 points is pretty close. You can't scoff at this, right? Houston has a dome. They are. They are in a dome. Home of 2 Super Bowl wins by the Patriots and, just home since the Texans since they became a franchise in 2002. 3rd and 13. Lawrence pumps, fires, and drop by Dearness Johnson. And they got to kick another field goal. They got to kick another field goal. Man, oh, man. This should have been the drive to put it away, not kick a field goal and Houston gets the ball back with 7 minutes left. But McManus, he's been great today. Good from 40, 48, and 53. This is from 55. This time the sun is shining outside the dome. Good snap. Good hold. Brandon McManus, he missed it. Oh, no. McManus missed it wide to the right. Oh, no. Oh, my God, if we start to choke. Oh, no. I can't stop saying no. This is when I could get a little stressed, and maybe I'm overreacting just a little bit, but 10 points with 7 minutes left in regulation, that's scary. And Houston, they're, because of the missed field goal, they're only about 30 yards out of field goal range. McManus just missed it. He's been great all year. That's only his third miss of the season. I'm not going to rank on the guy. McManus missed a 55-yard attempt. Longest kick of the day for him. Jacksonville was kind of goofing around once they got into Houston's territory, Brandon McManus is great, but he ain't no Justin Tucker or Daniel Carlson. You got to get in deeper for him. 1st and 10, Stroud loading up the deep ball. And now rolling out to the right, throws it short, and Rashawn Jenkins knocks the pass away from Robert Woods. I think Woods wanted a pass interference penalty. That was not called. 2-minute warning in the Giants-Patriots game. New England is driving. I guess we'll keep you updated on that game along with the other games around the league. I wonder if the Steeler game is over. I'll probably check that at the end of this drive because, again, if CBS didn't flip to this game after the Bengals-Steelers game, they're insane. 2nd and 10, Stroud taking the snap. Stroud firing down the middle, wide open. Noah Brown to the 21-yard line. Or rather, Hutchinson. Who was that? Xavier Hutchinson. I thought I saw Noah Brown. My apologies. Xavier Hutchinson with the grab. And Houston is right back into field goal range. Stroud waits, pumps. Waiting again. This is tremendous footwork from Stroud, and he completes the pass at a gain of about 4 to Pierce. Stroud, good throw on the run. Perfect spiral as well, getting that ball away from Devin Lloyd. Here's with a 4-yard snag. Texans, by the way, regular season and postseason, they've lost 51 straight games when trailing by 10-plus points in the fourth quarter. Their last win, Week 6 of the 2016 season. That is crazy, which I think they beat the Colts on Sunday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken, that game. Here's the dump off to Singletary, and Singletary gets nothing, brought down the play by Trey Herndon. First time I really got to mention Herndon's name today. He usually has a lot more tackles out of the backfield. Not today he hasn't, and in the secondary, but good tackle there from Herndon, and it's 3rd and 6. Houston could still make it one possession, barring a turnover here. Stroud steps up in the pocket. He's going to fire. Pass is caught. Nico Collins rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. They capitalize on the missed field goal. And so now the Texans are going to have 21 on the board. Oh, dear Lord, this game is not over. Stroud, 251, 2 touchdowns. What a great performance by Stroud once again. I got so much respect for this Texans team. They're in the spot we were in last year. Not really, but and the extra point is good from Amendola. And that Amendola missed field goal also looms large. This game could be tied right now if it wasn't for that. Oh my gosh. I am just so worried right now, man. If we lose this game, that would be embarrassing, to say the absolute minimum. That would be embarrassing if we lost this game. we'll take a look at CJ's MVP easily. I mean, he's up there right now. He is certainly up there, and even though they're losing, it ain't because of Stroud. That's for certainty. Stroud has played his heart out today. Jacksonville just needs to come away with the year of Rookie of the Year and MVP. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to give Stroud MVP and they're going to give Tank Dell Rookie of the Year. That's what's going to happen. Doesn't make an ounce of sense, but that's what they're going to do. All right. Here's the touchback. And other NFL scores now as the window tends to wind down. All right, Steelers-Bengals is over. I'm going to hop over to my local CBS during the next commercial break because I don't know if it's going to be behind on Game Pass or whatever, but I would just rather watch it on CBS, right? So first to 10 for Jacksonville. I mean, Lawrence, if you want to enter the MVP conversation, feel free, my friend. Go out and have yourself a drive. Pass is caught by Kirk. Kirk down to the 31. I'm going to be honest. I know you guys are probably thinking, what do I think about CJ Stroud winning MVP? A Rookie of the Year, a rookie should be able to win MVP. Is it Stroud, though? I don't know. Right now, I'm going to say he's second or third. And I'm saying that very hesitantly. Right now, if you want my MVP vote, I'm giving it to Tyreek Hill. I'm not even giving it to another quarterback right now. I'm giving it to Tyreek Hill if I had to vote for the MVP. Here's ETN busting free down to midfield. Brought down the play by Nelson. Jacksonville just got to continue to tick, 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 tick. Kill that clock. Kill that clock. That's all they got to do right now is just don't turn over the football and just go from there. Kill clock. Don't turn over the football. You're kind of in a good spot, but they never fail to make these games stressful, don't they? No, they do not. 4 minutes left. Here in regulation, Houston down to 2 timeouts, but because of the 2-minute warning, they still technically have 3. They kind of can't stop the clock at their own will, though. Here's ETN, bust free again, and he's brought down at the 46. Looked like he was going to get much more. 6 seconds left in Patriots-Giants. I'm kind of announcing the Giants game as well because, Lennon, I know you're a Giants fan. I want you to kind of know what's going on. There's 6 seconds left. Giants are up 10-7, but the Patriots are well inside field goal range now. I don't know if New England's going to go for the win or go for overtime. But again, I'll keep you posted on that whenever. I'm not going to lie. If this game was a blowout, I probably would have actually switched to that one. But obviously, 3-point game. I'm not going to change a thing. Lawrence play fake. Lawrence is going to fire on the run, and it was nearly intercepted by Steven Nelson. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Jaguars. Oh, my God, if they blow this game, I actually might go insane. I mean, Nelson should have picked that off. That throw was going to Farrell the whole way. Lawrence has not been playing well. This 4th quarter, he hasn't been playing well. Let me just say, 1st quarter, Lawrence was solid. 2nd quarter, he stunk. 3rd quarter, he was great. 4th quarter, he's not doing great. This has been one of those weird performances, and now they got to burn a timeout because Dearness Johnson wasn't in the right spot. The fact I am able to commentate these games as calmly as possible is just insane. I mean, I've gotten used to it by this point. This is my 4th NFL season doing this, broadcasting games online, but oh my God. I mean, I got nothing. It's just it's so hard to call the game the way how it is while keeping your emotion in check. The Patriots missed the field goal. The Patriots missed the field goal. How even close was it, bro? Chad Ryland stinks. Someone's got to tell him. Chad Ryland sucks. Jesus, Louises. All right, well, I guess the Giants just beat the Patriots. Crazy. 3rd and 7 here in Houston. Also crazy. Lawrence takes the snap and shotgun. Lawrence loads up the deep ball. Zay Jones with the catch of his life. What do you mean that's out of bounds? That's not, is it? I don't know. What a throw from Lawrence. Zay Jones may not got his second foot in. Is it? One? Oh, no. His left foot was out of bounds. No, Zay. Oh, no. It's 4th down, and Houston's going to get the football. Oh, my Lord. They got a punt. They are nowhere near field goal range. Logan Cook boots it away. The referee blowing the whistle. Houston calling a timeout. I'm not really sure for why. The clock obviously stopped. Zay Jones almost had the catch of his career. What would have been arguably the clutchest play of the season for the Jaguars to kind of keep that, not only the AFC South title in line, but that glorious 1 seed in the AFC. But timeout was called by Houston because I think they had 12 men on the field, and they did. No, they had 11. What? Why did they call a timeout? I honestly have no idea why Houston called a timeout. They didn't have 12 men on the field, so they weren't going to get penalized for anything. Houston now is down to 1 timeout. Jacksonville has 2. And Logan Cook ready to punt it away back to number 82 for the Texans. I can't even believe this right now. Never should it have ever gotten this to this point. They did 11 plus on the returner. Gotcha. Here is the fair caught at the 11. Yeah, that makes sense. They did have 12 men on the field. Yeah. Because the returner, but he just wasn't shown when they counted 11. I should have put 2 and 2 together there. Well, 3:01 to go. CJ Stroud, I mean, if you want to win MVP, scoring a game-winning touchdown against this vaunted Jaguars defense is certainly a way to do it. I'll put it that much. I haven't been this nervous since the Chiefs divisional round game. I don't know what I feel right now. I kind of feel like I got to wait for the game to end before I could really explain how I'm feeling right now, because I'm not feeling too good, but I'm not feeling bad either. Here's Stroud. Run. They gained a 16, but there is a flag. It's official. Giants are now 2-0. Right. In the last 2 weeks. Giants are 2-0 in the last 2 weeks. Hey, man, at 4-8, maybe Tommy DeVito's the guy moving forward. I mean, they only scored 10 points against the Patriots defense, but penalty against Jacksonville. Penalty declined. Oh, no. Holding was called on Trey Herndon. You are, for those who are currently watching, you are just seeing the absolute, life get sucked out of me right now. I'm quite disgusted right now. I think I finally know what to say. I'm quite disgusted. We were up by 10 with 7 minutes left. No way it should have ever gotten to this point. This is ridiculous. 1st and 10 for Houston. Stroud takes the snap. Stroud under duress. Tip ball! Tipped! Oh my goodness! Oh, nearly intercepted. Oh, Jacksonville almost got the pick with Aluakon. 2nd and 10. Again, do you know how nerve-wracking it is to broadcast these games as a fan and try to be as professional as possible standpoint? I don't know how I do it, but Oh my God. I mean, my brain's about to, my mind, my heart, everything. Here's Singletary. Gain of 4, it's 3rd and 6. I mean, everything is just racing at a million miles right now. 3rd and 4. Houston has the ball at their own 38. Stroud, quick throw, passes caught. And staying in LB to go out of bounds, but that is caught by Jordan. First down, Texans. Reverend Jordan, the backup tight end. They've been using him a lot in the second half. Yeah, I wish I was calling the NASCAR championship. If only I didn't have family over that day. I probably would have. I would have gone insane once Blaney won. I would have went insane, but leading up to that last lap, I probably would have been reacting how I'm reacting now. Very nervous. Very, very nervous. Stroud under duress. Let Bear get him. Allen's got him. Josh Allen back at the 30. Career high for Josh Allen. 11 and a half sacks on the season. That is a career high for your 2019 6th overall pick, Josh Allen. And this signed him to his mega deal tomorrow. Why are we even waiting? Why haven't we even paid this man? He deserves everything, man. 2-minute warning. Josh Allen comes screaming up the middle and is just trying to hold on. Josh Allen, 11 and a half sacks. Now a career high. Oh, wow. I am shaking, ladies and gentlemen. If you have decided to come in at the broadcast, you came in at the right time. It is the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars are up by 3. Houston's driving. I'm trying to, not suffer of a panic attack here. I'm literally going insane. And I just got to remember, breathe. Just keep breathing. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm just trying to breathe. Oh man, I can't right now, man. This game has definitely, I'm gonna be honest. This game, I think, is actually more stressful than the divisional round game against Kansas City because we were losing, pretty much the whole game, and you kind of sensed we were gonna lose. This might be not as stressful as Jaguars Chargers, Jesus, but that game's always going to kind of be the pinnacle, I guess, in terms of comparing games to one another. I did see that the Steelers beat the Bengals, so Browning, I guess I got to look at his highlights. I hope he just didn't play bad. Jaguars got the Bengals next week. Hell, I'm even scared to play them, if I'm being honest. I'm scared to play anybody right now. 2nd and 25. Off the sack from Josh Allen. Stroud under duress again. Throws on the run. Pass is caught. Nico Collins to the 49 of Houston. They don't really got to go quickly, but they do have one timeout. They got to play it the best they can. 3rd down and 8 for Houston. 1:40 to go. Stroud takes the snap, rolls around, fires wide open Robert Woods, and now Houston is about 7 or 8 yards out of field goal range. Robert Woods is able to get wide open, and they convert on 3rd and long. Stroud will take the snap here in shotgun. Singletary, the running back. Stroud under duress. Josh Allen's got him, and so does Trayvon Walker. 2.5 sacks on the afternoon for Josh Allen. I mean, God, simply sensational. Here is a timeout called by Houston, so they're out of timeouts. They have plenty of time to, go like 15, 16 yards to get into quality field goal range. But that sack by Walker and Allen's huge. 2.5 sacks on the day. And, maybe if you have Fairbairn, you're in a better spot, but his only 49-yard plus field goal he made in his career, Matthew Amendola, was in a game I broadcasted back in 2021 in London between the Jets and the Falcons. That's his career long. They are about 15 yards out of field goal range right now. And that's Amendola's field goal range. Remember, if they had Green Fairbairn, they probably would have only needed to get about 8 or 9 more yards. But because of the injury to Fairbairn, that's where we are. 2nd and 19. And Nico Collins bounces off a tackle. Jacksonville's got to get way better in the tackling game. Goodness gracious. Brought down at the 39 by one of the linebackers. That was tackle was Olakun. 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 12 coming up here for Houston. Here is Stroud. Rolls out to the right. Rolls back to the left. Stroud going for the deep ball. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. As the pass was intended for Singletary. 4th and 12, 34 seconds. You're way out of field goal range. You gotta go for it. Really close game. You don't say, eh? Wow. What an incredible game we've had here in Houston. 4th and 12. No way they're trying the field goal. Matthew Amendola is out. He's trying the field goal. Wait, whoa. This is a guy who's never made a kick over 49 yards in his career. I know it's 4th and 12, but you have CJ Stroud, a great offense, 56 yards. He's not going to make this. There is no way. This is a 58-yard field goal. Oh, being ahead is actually hilarious because of my reactions. Oh, I'm sure it is. A 58-yard field goal? There's no way they attempt this, right? There is no way. Stroud's not getting up. Are they actually going to attempt this? A 58-yard field goal? Are you serious? There is no way. Lennon, no spoiling a thing. Amendola, this is a 58-yard field goal. Again, this man's career long is 49 yards. 49 yards. And this is 58 to tie? What are they doing? I know 4th and 12 is a while. Like, it's a long 4th down. And obviously, if it's like 4th and 2, 4th and 3, you're going to go for it. Oh, my God, they're lining up for the field goal. 58 yards to tie. Matthew Amendola with a chance to be as clutch as Adam Vinatieri. Good snap. Good hold. Amendola's kick is off the upright and no good. The 58-yard attempt is short. Jacksonville holds on and wins 24-21. Oh my goodness. And the 58-yard attempt was much closer than I could have expected. But oh my Lord, that is one of the craziest games you'll ever see. Off the upright and forward. Oh my God, the Jaguars somehow survive. That's the Jaguars game of the year. You would have hit it from 57. You're right on that one, Lennon. You are 100% correct. 2nd and 11. Well, I don't even know. Lawrence just took the knee. We're getting out of here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Jaguars are 8-3. 24-21 your final. Jaguars go to 8-3. Texans go to 6-5. The Colts have just leapfrogged the Texans in the standings. I don't know how I feel about that. If the Chiefs and Ravens lose tonight, the Jaguars are going to be the 1 seed tomorrow morning. I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know what to think. Oh my God. Game of the okay, not the game of the year, but oh my God. Again, man, 4th and 12. You got to bring your quarterback out there, man. If that is Fairbairn, 100% you bring him out for the long field goal. Amendola, I don't think you can, man. And Amendola, he's so sad. Look at Case Keenum. First one to come over and congratulate him. I mean, it would have been good from 57. Colts, now the 6th seed. The Jaguars are the 1 seed. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. We literally need the Chiefs and the Ravens to lose. Jaguars have division tiebreaker over the Dolphins. Oh my God. 57 yards, that kick goes in, and we're commentating overtime right now. I can't believe it. 24-21, the Jaguars win what is by far the best and most close Jags game of the season. I'm just in disbelief. But we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you did, hit that like button. We'll catch you next Monday for Jaguars Bengals. Oh my God. Years have been taken off my life. But they won, so it's all worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. I'm going to get off here and try to regain my breath. 24-21, your final. Jacksonville wins it over Houston in Houston. We'll catch you next Monday against Cincy.